of January in the year of our Lord 2021. Our leader is the indefatigable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy dungeon, the enemy territory, not because of his own crime, no, not because he committed any offense, no. He was extraordinarily renditioned, suffering there, just because of you and I, so that we might be set free. What a greater love than this, for one to give his life for the sake of his people. But make no mistake about it, our leader must be released. It doesn't matter what the enemies are planning and are doing. Our leader committed no offense. Instead, Nigerian government committed international crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against the indigenous people of Biafra, by illegally or abducting him, because there is no legal abduction, so all is illegal, by kidnapping him and renditioning him back to Nigeria, where he has no citizenship. Our leader was traveling with a British passport as a British subject, but Britain has been doing their mago-mago, you know, their normal way. It doesn't matter whatever happens, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Remember, in the next few days, in the next maybe 9 days from today, our leader will be in Abuja court in that shenanigan. He has no case to answer, as that impostor said that he have to prove himself there. But Nigeria has not proven themselves why they should kidnap somebody, why they should rendition somebody, commit an international crime. Do you see the world of injustice? But we know that this is part of the process. This is part of the process of the restoration. And we must be consistent, steadfast in our ideology, because Biafra is our ideology. We had no ideology before until now. Biafra is our ideology. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra, London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan from Olu province of Biafra land. We are live and direct. Let us pray. The God of our ancestors, we call upon you today, being Ekede, the 9th of January 2022, according to our own counting. Behold our leader who is in the enemy territory. Nothing goes without your knowledge. We are the people marginalized, subjugated, trying to make sure that we remove ourselves from this quagmire. You know we are doing the right thing. That is why our land is with us. The land, the air, fire, and water, all are with us. All are with us. They support what we are doing. Therefore, Chukwuoke Abiama, we pray, O Lord, that you strike them, those internal moles, those saboteurs that are killing in the bush and coming out to ask who kills, those that are giving our enemies information in order to continue holding our leader just for a while, that they are working hard in order to thwart IPOB. Chukwuoke Abiama, do not pity them. Strike them and their generations the same way you always disgrace them. People like Okpa Biaseka, deal with them accordingly. And keep us, O Lord, those that you have chosen, those that you have called for this restoration effort. Keep us together, focused and consistent, that no Jupiter will ever dampen our spirit. The whole genuine Biafrans, IPOBians, those that really want to make a difference, that are contributing in one way, no matter how minute, no matter how little their contribution is in any way, but genuinely, in order to make sure that we are freed from this dungeon called Nigeria. Bless each and every one of them, O Lord, and keep us moving, that at the end, our nation will be restored. Our leader will be released. Thank you, Lord, for in your name we pray. He said, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. We are live and direct. Today is the 9th day of January 2022. Without wasting time, we must go to the topic of our submission today, which talks about political consciousness. But before that, I want to read just this headline. January 8, 2022. How I kidnapped my customer with help from 5 DSS officers. 42-year-old suspect confesses. This is to confirm that those, there are many confirmations, many proofs confirming that what we have been shouting, what we have been crying, that we are right. That the so-called DSS, the Directorate of State Service, the Nigerian Secret Police or Secret Services, the Nigerian Police and Military, the Nigerian Security Forces, they are the ones kidnapping, either directly or indirectly, giving cover. Do you understand? They are the ones that are engineering the insecurity in our land. They are the ones, these people, these terrorists in uniform, they are the ones killing people. And the people will be shouting, oh no, these are non-gunmen. Oh God, save us. So these are, because you are in a quagmire, in a the war system. Didn't you see it? Nigeria, out of 127 police forces in this world, Nigerian police ranked 127th. That is the worst police organization in the world. Do you understand? The worst. That is why the Nigerian police, they kill with impunity. They mask their faces and abduct, kidnap people and kill them. And what you will hear is a non-government. These are Nigerian police. They are the worst police in the whole world. Don't you hear that? It's not something that is written by IPOB, no. This is independent body. Do you understand? There is nowhere in this world that the police will be doing their normal official duties and they will mask themselves. They will not put their name tag or number. Instead, they will come as criminals. It's not done. If they are officials or doing official work for the government, what is the need of them hiding their identities if they know that they are doing something official? Policemen are men of peace normally, or every other part of the world. But in Nigeria, they are killers. That is why our people, when they see police or Nigeria, anything Nigerian military security force, police, they run away. You see people running. Do you understand? They scamper for safety because they know that these are killers. This man, he says Shina Abubakar. Akim Ogunnibi confess how he, with the help of the Department of the State Security Operatives. Sorry, I said director before. It is Department of the State Security Operatives. Kidnapped one businessman at Sabo, identified as at Bala. This is what they do. Now, tell me, this type of people, how would you trust your lives in their hands to protect you? Do you see what you are suffering? Do you see why we are agitated? You know, all these are the symptoms of the main disease: corruption, insecurity. The root cause of all this is that different people with different and opposing ideologies were forcefully amalgamated to live in one entity against their will. Do you understand? It's only Britain, the creator, that tricked them into being together by force. But we are now politically conscious. We now understand. Our eyes are now opened by Mazi Nnamdi. That is why we cannot continue the status quo. We need to restore our land, our country, our nation, Biafra, so that we take care of our destiny. We take our destiny in our own hands without having to ask for permission from Abuja in order to try to construct or build electricity in your community, so that we can unleash our potentials. Do you understand? That is why today I'm going to talk on the submission on a topic that says political consciousness. That is the topic of my submission today. But before that, please stop referring to these people as the House of Fulani. Stop calling them the House of Fulani. Do you understand? Please, people should stop calling me. I will be right back. Just let me regulate something at the background. I will be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Please, people should stop calling me, please, whenever I am on air. Just for calling's sake, I don't know. It's distracting, please. As I was saying, please stop calling these people the House of Fulani. There is nothing like House of Fulani as a people. What we have are the Hausa and the Fulani as different people, different nations, different tribes. Do you understand? Until the coming of Ottoman Danfodio, who manipulated the Hausas with their own version of Islam or Islamic interpretations, and they started killing themselves. They killed themselves for him, and they became slaves till today. That singular act emboldened Ottoman Danfodio into believing that people in that part of the world are lower in mentality, that they could be manipulated anyhow, and that encouraged him in order to continue unleashing the jihad. Since 1840 today, the Fulani jihadism in that part of the world have not stopped. It mutates into different things. They can call it Maitasini before. Today they have Fulani headsmen, Boko Haram, ISWAP, all of them bandits. All of them are the same, geared towards one goal: the Fulanization of the indigenous people in that enclave. That is the reality. Therefore, please stop calling them the House of Fulani. Stop calling them the House of Fulani. You know there is danger in religious manipulation. Many people are talking about this religion, you know, like I treated about this religion. Some people think that I'm talking only about Christianity. No, when I talk about religion, it is about every established religion. What I mean by established, the ones we know, both traditionally established. You know, we call it tradition because there is no name. We call it Omenala. Sorry. There is no name. People didn't organize and say, okay, let us call it this. And it was stuck in tradition, Omenala, today. But it is religion. Do you understand? After all, Christianity, no person, it is just a mockery name that started that name. Out of mockery. So, the issue of religion, when we discuss religion, it is not about only one religion, Christianity or this and that, but we always make reference to Christianity because this is where mostly our people are. That is where we are. Why we still call it Omenala? It is because the British, the Europeans conquered us. That time, our tradition, that our religion is still called Omenala. Do you understand? They conquered us and stopped us that time. That is it 16th century, 17th century, 18th century. They stopped us that time at that name, Omenala. And here we saw another, they imposed other religions to us. We didn't care again about developing that our Omenala. We didn't care again about, trying to refine it. Because had it been that there is no conquering, that there was no intervention or interruption of the Europeans in our land, I am telling you that one way or the other, our Omenala must have been refined. Because it's a gradual process. All religions, they are the same. You refine them. Human development is a kind of, it's a process, in short. Constant change. You can learn from other cultures, you put into your own. You remove some things that are bad, now you jettison it. Just like that. As you move on, you say, oh, this, you put, you jettison bad things from your culture. Now you imbibe some things that are good into your culture. And you refine that tradition, you continue refining it on to the standard that is good for the day. That is what many people misunderstand. So, because of the stoppage, now we were stuck. Our tradition, our Omenala still remained there as Omenala. Do you understand? Had it been we had no interruption with the Europeans or the European religion, maybe we would have given, it would have mutated into one name. And it would have refined. It would have been refined more than today. Do you understand? That is a topic for another day, as usual. Therefore, stop calling them the House of Fulani. You see, when they use religious manipulation, watch the Hausas, how they manipulated them, and how they continue manipulating them as Almajiris. Islamic scholars, normally. Almajiri, I think it means those that came for Islamic knowledge. They came from far. Those that came from far to study Islam. You understand? Normally it should be prestigious. But do you see, because of to serve the purpose of the caliphate, they now start manipulating other ethnicities, including the Hausas, using the same religion. The same religion that you know that the Arabs in Saudi Arabia, you don't see the Almajiris as you see them in Nigeria. You don't see them being dirty. You don't see, these should be students normally, Islamic students. But do you see how they manipulate? Do you see that you can use religion in order to kill and to save? For the Fulani Caliphate, for them it is beneficial. But for those subdued, it is disastrous. That is how religion is. You can use it for good or for bad. That is it. And that is my stand all the time. Therefore, today I'm talking about political consciousness. I'll be brief. Political conscious, in our own terms, in our understanding. Once you hear politics, they say, "Hey, no, I'm not dabbling into politics." You will see some clergy, when you tell them to speak against injustice, come out and to speak like all these clergymen that are now standing firm in order to condemn evil and support Biafra. They are coming up. It started with Father Mbaka, Ebube Monson, and one other man, is it Reverend Magnus Ebere? Yes. The Happen Church. This is what we want. Talking against evil is not about dabbling into politics. This is heavy misunderstanding. Do you understand? I have talked several times about politics. Our people used to misunderstand politics and being politically conscious. Once you are dealing with multiple people, even the church administration, the church dealing with the congregation and administering things, it involves politics, whether you like it or not. But once our people hear politics, they say, "Oh, no, it's bad." No, it is not bad. It is in our own land that people are using politics. It is not politics. They are wrongly using it. It is simply criminality. What our political elites are doing is not playing politics. What they are doing is criminality. Just for them to use under the gaze of politics to steal, to loot, to kill. Nothing more. That is criminality. Today, as I said, political consciousness. Being politically conscious is meant to connote people that have awakened to their true political role, their actual identity. That is when you say you are politically conscious. You are awakened to your true political role, your actual identity. When people could see and reason beyond their personal daily bread and needs. You understand? That is political consciousness. When all that matters to you is no more only you are feeding, how you can eat bread. It's not all that matters to you. There are many things that you consider. Because when you continue only hustling for your daily feed, there is no difference between you and a goat or a chicken or another animal. There is no difference. Even a rat. Because all these animals, why we call them lower animals? Do you know the reason? It is not because they cannot reproduce. They reproduce like a human being. They breed, they move, they feed. The only thing is this: they are only engaged. Their priority in life is their belly, their stomach. That is why you can trick animals using food, their food, to set trap. Do you understand? Like fish, when you are using line, you put your worm, in your hook. Now you put it in order to you mask the deadly hook with food, fish food, and the fish, what he sees is only that food, that worm or fish that is a small fish that is wriggling. He never knew that hidden in that his food is a deadly weapon or a poison. Do you see the difference between humans and animals? That is why we are called advanced animals. Because we should be reasoning beyond our stomach. But lo and behold, in Nigeria it is not so. That is why evil continues every blessed day. People are being paid, given money. Albeit that injustice are being committed. Impunity everywhere. You see our, what do you call them? The celebrities, actors, musicians. They always see the injustice being perpetrated against us, their own people. But what matters to them is, to be aligned to one politician or the other. Oh, buruburu. He will sing and praise. It doesn't matter that these people are killers. Do you see? Because they are not politically conscious. They always behave like lower animals. Only your personal need, only your private need is what matters to you in life. Nothing more. Do you understand? But people are politically conscious when they have awakened to their true political role, to their actual identity. When people could see and reason beyond their personal daily bread and needs, that is when you say, yes, you are politically conscious. Political consciousness makes people to go out and protest against injustice that happened far away. They will not say, no, it doesn't concern me. No, as far as it didn't touch me, I beg, let me sit down. They fight injustice that happened to somebody that they didn't know. That happened to somebody that didn't relate to them. Because they are politically conscious. Because they know that it is the right thing to do. Because they know that if you allow that injustice to continue to fester, it will one day or the other touch the person, directly or indirectly. But all these things are lacking in Nigeria. Do you understand? That is lack of political consciousness. Let me come read something. According to Karl Marx, let me read. Karl Marx is a political activist, a writer, a philosopher, a German of the 19th century. He is the person that even brought about this, he wrote in theory, this communism, before it is been practiced by, experimented by Joseph Stalin of Soviet Union. Conditions of inequality create ideologies which confuse people about their true aspirations, loyalties, and purposes. Thus, for example, the working class has often been beguiled by nationalism, organized religion, and other distractions. These ideological devices help to keep people from realizing that it is they who produce wealth, they who deserve the fruit of the land, all who can prosper. Instead of literally thinking for themselves, they think the thoughts given to them by the ruling class. This is the write-up by Karl Marx during the medieval period, European medieval period, when the awakening was starting. Because the people there, those peasants, the masses, they were behaving like Nigerians. They didn't understand their real rights, their role, that they are the people, the major players in their country. Do you understand? Or in the kingdom. They didn't know. Do you know the reason? Because they were kept into a cage by organized religion and other distractions. They call it nationalism, organized religion, and other distractions, according to the man. Just the way they put, whenever we talk, we always put religion, because it is also part of the human. How do I put it? It is what is also being practiced, or part of human nature. Now, all these organized institutions, they use it in order to keep people in the status quo. In our own time in Nigeria, just like the media, the Nigerian media is the worst in the world. Just like the police, the Nigerian police, they feed people with garbage, and know you that whatever you eat, you are what you eat and what you hear, what you consume. That is who you are. Do you understand? That is why, like in Nigeria, you will see, for example, police brutality in Biafra land. In one part of Biafra land, for example, police kill somebody or people in Anambra. Now, the way they will put it in the Nigerian media, they will make people understand, give people confidence that the government is on top of the issue. Therefore, you should go about your normal business. It only happened in Anambra. You that is in Imo State, it doesn't concern you. You that is in Bayelsa, it is none of your problem. You better go around your business. Government will be in charge of it, and everybody is controlled. World has power. Everybody, once you say, they write it in the Vanguard. The way they will do everything, describe everything, but they will confide in the people, or to the people, that look, the government is taking charge of the situation. Don't worry, go your normal business. And now that person will take it. If another enlightened fellow tell him, look, we need to go and protest for what happened, maybe the person in Cross River, we tell his fellow there in Cross River, say, come on, why not look at what is happening in Anambra? Police killed many people there just for nothing. That person that have listened to the news or read the newspaper, we tell, don't worry, it's bad, but anyway, our government, they are in charge of it. Don't worry. He said, no, let us go, it's not good, we have to. He say, does it concern you? You are in Cross River. What concerns you? It is happening in faraway Anambra. What is your problem? They have told you they are in charge. These politicians, they are in charge. You can't do nothing. This is being politically unconscious because you don't know your role. Do you understand me? Power belongs to the people because the people are the majority. But as people are not politically conscious in Nigeria, they don't understand this. That is why they are being kept. They are being pushed and kept in order to look only for their daily bread. Do you understand? And that is very dangerous, because the only thing I say, people should stop calling me. I don't know why. People should stop calling me. I will stop I don't know. So, as I was saying, remember the topic of my submission: political consciousness. Being politically conscious is something that differentiates you from an animal. Because human beings run a government or run governments. Human beings are the only being that is able to transform their language into technology. Animals don't do that. Do you understand? Animals cannot transform their language into technology. Human beings are the only people, the only being that should be politically conscious. Because when you belong to a government, you have a role. The people have a role, even a bigger role. The ruled have a bigger role than the ruler. Let me put it like that. The Europeans discovered this because of enlightenment. They discovered this and they were surprised that they have been wallowing in darkness. Do you understand? Do you know the founders of America? Many of them, they are products of European enlightenment or awakening. Sometimes they go to enlightenment meeting in Europe. It took them, if not months in the sea. But because that time there was no aircraft. Because it is worth it. That is why, they found the independence of America. The foundation of the creed lies on the awakening. Do you understand me? So, this thing you take for granted, and it is that thing that is killing everybody. It is that thing that is impoverishing everybody. Before, in Europe, the peasants are working very hard, but only few people are getting the fruit. They are reaping, stealing everything. The kings, the queens, the well-connected, they are the people that are very rich, whereas people that are hardworking, that were hardworking, the peasants, they will work in the field, they will work, serve everything after they receive peanuts, and they were dying of poverty. Until the spread of this political consciousness, that look, the people, we are the majority, that this, what do you call them, bourgeois, these elites, they are very few, that they are taking advantage of everybody because of ignorance. And that teachings caught fire, that every human being is equal. Everybody is born equal. It's the same. Everybody came into this world naked. No person will wash it to come out from the mother's womb. No. Therefore, if people are born equal, if people are also given equal opportunities, fair opportunities, the same thing, equal opportunities, now people will thrive. People will even thrive more than the political elites. Because we are in a free world. The only difference is that people are not given equal opportunities. Therefore, what am I trying to say? That political consciousness, it goes with enlightenment. This consciousness makes people understand the importance of fighting against injustice, notwithstanding who suffers it. It makes people understand that one thing could lead or result to another. Do you understand? That one thing could lead to another. Let me give you this example. Do you know what happened in Amaefu in Enugu? The massacre that happened in Ahamufu, issues of local government area of Enugu State, where the Fulani headsmen, they killed our people. They massacred our people. Many of us don't understand what is happening at the background. That is why sometimes you see people blaming just because of ignorance. Some time ago, ESN was there in that community. Let me tell you this. For people that are saying, oh, because I sometimes I hear people, I become mad. I say, why are people talking out of ignorance? Some time ago, ESN was there in that community. Do you know that? And it is the people in that community that fought against ESN. Let me tell you, some people, they arrested some ESN operators. They are in jail till today, I'm telling you. People from that community, they pursued them. No, we don't want you. They were working with the Fulani, many people in that community, because of their stomach. They have a Fulani allergic contact. As I'm talking to you, some of our people are still in jail. People that have been, people that come to, people don't understand how ESN functions. ESN cannot function without the approval of the community. Do you understand? Because you don't want people to say, oh, they are just coming to impose themselves on us. You know, there's a way our people reason. This sense of autonomy, which is good, but we are practicing it primitively. I'm telling you honestly. That is why we need to refine it. In this community you are hearing today, you know, when all these things happen before, you will not hear it, because no person will come and tell you. ESN went to that community, just like in Ebony. What happened in Ebony? That they massacred. ESN went there, they saw they went there, the community said, we don't want you, I beg. They called the Nigerian police, the military, they come and abducted our people. Today, when people hear, oh, they are massacred, hey, what is our ESN doing? They will not sit down to understand, to think and say, look, there must be something. They will not. All that matters to them is to talk. I don't blame them. But sometimes we should reason. Sometimes we should reason. Do you understand? So what am I saying? Political consciousness will make people to reason, be fast, see things in future. Attaining consciousness, many believe, means finding one's true historic path, as opposed to the propaganda dispensed by the ruling elites. That's what I said. Let me tell you this. If Nigerians, if Southern Nigerians were politically conscious, let me shock you, they would have protested vehemently in 1999 for the introduction of Sharia in the North. I don't know whether you heard me well. If Nigerians are politically conscious, let me say Southern Nigerians and even Middle Belters, because this Sharia is now in the corner, I think 13 states. Do you know that when these people were agitating for Sharia in the North, the South and Middle Belt would have opposed it vehemently? It should have caused even the breakage of Nigeria. But people were, everybody was scattering for himself and his the belly. What him and his children will. No concern us now. Now beg, leave them, let them do. Because people are dead politically, they are not conscious. You didn't know that installation of Sharia will directly and indirectly affect you today. You don't think that, look, you didn't ever put in your mind that, look, if these people now, they have Sharia, there are many things involved. They will have Hizbah police. Now they will start that Puritan Islamic ideology like the Taliban. And if it is that, why are we staying in one country? Because it can affect me. One day I might like to travel to Kanu and have a nice time as a Nigerian. And if I go there, I didn't know what is, I don't know what is Sharia and their thing. But I know Nigeria as my country. Let me put it in this context. I might go there, maybe I will not know their system about Sharia. And I will do something that will prompt them even cutting my hand for me. People didn't think that. People didn't think that, look, if these people, they install Sharia in their own side, they will start breeding fanatical Islams, fundamentalists, because there will be lack of control. They will be acting on their own government. And that fanatical Muslim, one day they will say, okay, let us convert all Nigerians, which is what is happening, even in Boko Haram. Do you understand? In ISWAP. Because even they have the people that admits they are not actively supporting, but they are passive. They love what Boko Haram and ISIS are doing against perceived infidels. People didn't think about it, that look, these people, when it start there, you know diffusion, movement of particles from areas of higher concentration to areas of lower concentration. It is natural. That is diffusion. Now that their radical ideology will diffuse to middle belt to south. Why? Because people were not politically conscious. In order to stop it at the nip it from the bud, they felt that it doesn't concern us. We are here in Lagos, not leave them, let them carry on. After all, at their place. But you are staying in the same country. This is just a practical example. Today, people are shouting because the people that are coming from there, those radicals, they are now moving towards everywhere. When they come, they see you as an infidel drinking alcohol. They detest you. Why? Because you failed to act when you should. You failed because you were politically dead. All that matters to you is you are feeding. Now let me go my work. Maybe as a driver, you drive now. Go driver, you drive, go make your money. In the evening you go stay with your family. You are hearing it in the radio. People they want to install Sharia. You laugh. Now let them install. What thing concern me concern them, because you are politically dead. You are unconscious. That is what is killing everybody in Nigeria. It doesn't matter. You didn't know that, look, maybe one of your brothers that is dealing on alcoholic beverages in the north, that one day his business will be destroyed. No, it doesn't concern you. You didn't envisage that. You didn't think about it. Because once they have that law, now what are they doing? They are destroying our people's properties in the name of guarding the Sharia, in the name of maintaining the Sharia. But you are in the same country, aren't you? You are in the same country. Had it been other Nigerians who were politically conscious, immediately these people started Sharia. All others, majority of the politically conscious human beings, would see the danger ahead and they will react. They said, no, we stop it. People from south to west, everywhere, middle belt, come out. Don't allow these people, because there is danger to what they want to do. But lo and behold, Nigerians are politically dead. They are living like animals. What matters to them is what they can gain. They don't think about tomorrow. They don't know that, okay, these people that are destroying people's alcoholic beverages businesses, but the production of all this alcohol, the VAT, value added tax, that is being realized from these alcoholic sales and production, that they are giving it as allocation to all these Sharia states that say they don't want to see any alcohol in their place. Don't you see? Can you imagine that type of stupidity? They are doing all these things with impunity because people are politically dead. They are unconscious. Once people are politically conscious, what everything matters for you. Everything will matter for you, or should matter for you. Everything, I say, everything. That is why whenever you see where people are politically conscious, their politicians don't meddle with the population, because everybody is awake. Do you understand? Everybody is awake. I think I told you here, because of one policy in India, which farmers see as against them, farmers rose from every part of India and protested for 1 good year. You know, when we see countries moving forward, you don't know. There are things that are many things that are involved. Things that if they tell you to do, you might not even do it. You can't. That is where they big pass you. Do you understand? Because the people, they are politically conscious. They understand what it means in order to stand their ground. They understand what it means in order to support other people that are being marginalized. To stand against marginalization. It doesn't, even if that marginalization doesn't touch them. Politically conscious people, they rise up and fight against anything injustice. That is awaken the mindset. But do you know, politically unconscious people that are always there, dead, they use, according to Karl Marx, they use established religion to keep them to the status quo. They use nationalism, they use any type of preaching, the media, in order to keep them dead, continue sleeping. So that the elites, why are they sleeping? So why are they being kept into a stupor? The people are being kept into a stupor so that the political elites will continue progressing, will continue looting with impunity, doing as they want. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Do you understand me? That is what is happening in Nigeria. Had it been Nigerians are politically conscious, they wouldn't even have allowed the establishment of Sharia in the north. It doesn't matter the way the media painted it to them. It is their way of life. Because Sharia is directly against secularism. I don't know whether you heard me. Sharia, it is directly against secularism or democracy. Sharia and democracy, it doesn't work hand in hand. You know, this political consciousness also, it makes people to understand to fight injustice, even if that injustice is meted against your enemy. You might have an enemy, but once you see that enemy, you are fighting with him differently, privately, but you see the system giving him injustice, you rise up. You remove that enmity. You rise up against that injustice, to fight, to join. That is political consciousness, and that is what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has risen in us. That is the first thing. He tried to talk us into waking up, the awakening. Every time here in this hallowed platform, I always stress about the awakening. Once you are awakened, once you are politically conscious as a human being, as you should be, you will rise above religious bigotry, you will rise above tribal bigotry, you will rise above all these things. And that is the level you will be. And you say, yes, you can now progress as people. What we are trying to do here is the most difficult task. I'm telling you honestly, The most difficult task is talking people into awakening. By now, only few people, let me tell you, only very few people are awakened. Only very few, minute, negligible number of people. Do you understand me? If majority of the people are awakened, you will see there will be quicker shaking. The whole soul will shake down. Do you hear me? It is a kind of maturity. Once a politically conscious person is doing something, he doesn't consider religion, he doesn't consider tribe or this and that. No, he does not put priority on it, because injustice could be against anybody, irrespective of your religion. That is why our leader fought when he was in Kuje prison in 2015. He fought against injustice, meted against Boko Haram suspects, some Hausa or Fulani Boko Haram suspects. You know, as an ordinary person, if he's an ordinary person, he would have said, it's good for you people. Even if you people are stay there, it's good. Even you should be killed. Why should you be even suspected before? You need to, I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. You need to grow politically. You need to be conscious enough in order to grow above all these things. Do you understand? That is why whenever you see a protest, like a Black Lives Matter protest in America, it will spread to many parts of the world, the Europe, immediately across the Atlantic. They don't wait for the injustice to come to them before they spread. In our land today, something will be happening in Uguta. You see military massacring, killing, slaughtering people in Uguta. Uguta, yes. What do they call that place? The community again. Is it Izombe? You see people in other parts of Biafra land relaxing, watching it on Facebook, listening it on comments. It becomes a fast story. Everybody becomes comfortable. People become comfortable that, oh, it is not happening in our side. That is political unconsciousness. People that are politically dead. We know when you are unconscious, you don't even know what is happening around you. Do you understand me? You don't even know what is happening around you because you're unconscious. You don't read what is happening around you. You don't read it. You cannot feel it. What matters to you is that food you are eating, that business you are going to do, that car you want to buy. That is all that matters to you. Consciousness, that is politically consciousness, typically refers to the idea of a being who is self-aware. When you are self-aware, you know, you can see it, you might see it as simple, but it has deep meaning. You know, when you are self-aware, you will understand that this world is just like a cobweb. One thing leads to another. Do you understand me? That is why you have to galvanize and fight against anything. Injustice against one should be injustice against all. The NSAS protests, the failed revolution in Nigeria, it started only by one person, and that is how revolution starts. One guy in Delta State. I used to inquire about the welfare of that guy because he should be a hero, honestly. Had it been the revolution was successful, that boy should be a hero. He made a video that went viral, and the speeches, the talks, that this is not normal. And people saw it. How the Nigerian police were killed somebody with impunity, dragging his corpse in order to put him in the trunk of a car. Even an animal, you don't drag like a log of wood. They say whether it's a Yahoo boy. And the thing touched people, say no, this shouldn't go. It shouldn't go like that. But lo and behold, Nigeria is not one country. When the South is protesting against injustice, the North, the Caliphate, the Caliphate North is highly happy. It's encouraging the people to come and support the police that are killers. Do you see what we are in? Do you see the reason why we are agitating, want to remove ourselves from this quagmire? Because we are in a bigger mess than we even think about, than we even know. I'm talking about political consciousness. Consciousness describes a person's political sense of self. Do you know what is political sense of self? What you are, a human being. And once you recognize yourself as a human being like others, now, you know, this issue of cooperative, you know, we black people, we are very bad. Mostly we Biafrans, we are not good at cooperative. That is joining hand together, doing something jointly. Do you understand me? Everybody is now do your own thing. Do your own thing. That is an independent mindset, but it's a problem to us. Very big problem. Do you know where it would have been better? Had it been we are in a very good system that allows us to bring out that our potentials under an organized good governance. That is where it would have been the best. But under a primitive system like in Nigeria, that system is killing. It makes us more divided than ever. You understand? An authentic consciousness was linked to understanding one's position in history. Here we say, what is your position? What is your position in history? You know, just watch out. Anytime you go in a funeral, just go down and be listening. The history of, or the story of the dead person. I used to be careful, I listen. What people talks about is what the person represents. His or her legacies, his goodness, all those small things that you think that doesn't matter. That is what people refer. Now this person is very good. He's only laughing, always smiling. Always smiling. You know, they describe that person with always smiling. But when he was alive, that thing, he doesn't even consider it as anything. Do you see? And the person will continue pushing money. Money. He don't know that once you are gone, what you are remembered with, you are not remembered with, that this guy made $1 million the other day. No. See. The guy, you see, he's a giver. You see, this shirt, he dash it to my son. Do you see small things that doesn't matter to you? That is what you are being remembered for. These are legacies. But highly unfortunate that people, we don't take these things as anything. In this life, because we are primitive, or our people, many of our people are primitive. What matters for them is ibutike, bullion van, you know, or one. Do you see it? I am talking about political consciousness. Once you are politically conscious, you are awakened. You don't see things as others. That is why when you be telling you, even you will hate discussing with many people. Because when somebody will come to you, all that matters to him is how he want to make money. Oh, now how he want to get this? Now how he want to buy this latest car? That is all that for you. It will be disgusting, because that is not, you are above that level, because you are politically conscious. You will be telling the person, do you see, even in Oyo, headsmen kill people. He will tell you, boy, but what thing concern you, you are from Imo State. He will not understand, because he is politically dead. Do you understand me? That is why our leader, he was sounding alarm, shouting right from time in this hallowed platform, warning people the dangers ahead, warning people. It is not because he loves to say it. It is not because he is mad. It is not because he cannot go and start making money like others and be thinking about the theory of making money to buy private jet. No? Do you understand? But because he is politically conscious, he understands what it means in order for people to be on equality, for people to be treated justly. He understands the need for the population to have good road, to have good health care. Not for the privileged politicians. When they have headache, they will just fly to Germany. What of ordinary people? What of people that cannot even afford to buy paracetamol? You know, when you are politically conscious, you'll be thinking about this. Now, what will be mattering for you is, how do we change the situation so that it will favor everybody? You see it. That is what our leader was thinking. And that is what gave rise to this. Because he knew that we are in a problem as a people. Our being scattered all over the world is not by choice. We are in a very big problem. There is a highly calculated agenda by the British through their through their caliphate agents, in order to deal with us, scatter us, and clear us as a people, make us to be irrelevant, the same way they dealt with the Jews. The same way they try to annihilate them. But today they took their own paths. They charted their own paths, and today they are very powerful. You don't meddle with Israel of today. You don't meddle with them. So please, what we preach here is political consciousness. It is not when you talk about politics, it's not about voting, going on election. No, please. That is why when I hear people talking about there's one day, is it somebody called on one platform or here on radio, but in one of the platforms. Now that they say our elders say political solution, and we allow them. Now no political solution. Now what? And they did the election. Now it's failed. Now what are we going to do? I laugh. I say this is ignorance. Political solution means negotiation. Simple. Negotiation. When you are fighting, for example, when two people are fighting, one say, this man owe me since 2 months, he never pay. I want to break his head today, and they start boxing each other. One person comes, say, what is the problem? Well, stop. He said, no, don't you see this foolish man? He owe me. Instead of paying me, even I don't have money to pay my school fees, instead of paying me, he's doing me ton and this and that. I will kill him today. That man will say, calm them down. Say, sorry, stop. Look. He will now ask this person, why? What he was doing, or what he's doing, he is trying to settle their issue politically. That is political solution. Do you understand? This one will talk, okay, yeah, and they have the money, didn't pay me. This man will say, okay, he saw me. He will explain his own version of something. That is negotiation. Because maybe if you leave two of them, one will kill the other, and they think that it is the solution. No. You understand? Our leader is in enemy territory. Political solution doesn't mean wait, let us do election. No, please. That is not political solution. Political solution simply means negotiation. That no matter that he is in the court, he is in the DSS custody, that he is going to court, that at the background there is negotiations going on. How are we going to get out of this standoff? That is political solution. Okay, please, Oga, Mazi Kanu, will you agree to come out? If you come out, don't talk again like this. He said, no, I'm not going to come out. Instead, let me stay here. I'm not going to come out. I must do what I'm doing. Unless, okay, first of all, start doing something for that is negotiation. That is political solution. It is no more. Now, once they finish discussing at the background, listen, I don't know how our people reason. Even people will think that they know. Once they finish negotiating all these things at the background, you didn't know that they have finished negotiation. Okay, once you come out, wait. We shall campaign and give us time. We will give referendum. It is something negotiated. Okay, I will come out. Don't worry. The executive cannot tell him come out. He must go through the channel, that is the courts, in order to save face. Because Nigeria is a government, for goodness sake. I don't know how people understand things. Political solution is negotiation. Simple. Do you understand? Negotiation. When Mandela was there, there was negotiations, or there were negotiations. He was there in jail, but there were serious negotiations all the time. Sometimes say, no, I will not do this. I will not agree. Government say, okay, please, okay. They send emissary. Okay, do you know it is what is going on, for goodness sake? That is political solution. Now the result of that political solution will be now channeled today, order will be given to the court when due. So okay, come to court, okay, we give you you don't know that it is not because of the court, but it is not because of the courts, but it's because of the political solution that went underground. Our people should be understandable, please. Let us stop allowing emotion to becloud our sense of reason. It is a very bad character. Our people, we are emotional animals, highly emotional. Not only that, we allow emotions to to cloud us, to blind us our sense of reasoning. That is why sometimes you see somebody, when you call, you say, I'm angry. Once he is angry, once you are angry, the neurons, your brain neurons doesn't function well. Do you understand? You become uncoordinated in your talks, in your acts, deeds. That is why a reasonable person always cool down. When you want to take strategic decisions, you calm. Make sure that you are not angry at all before making decisions. Do you understand? So, what am I talking about? This political consciousness is the reason why is the difference between Africans and Europeans, because Europeans are politically conscious. You don't meddle with them. If you, for example, if the price of bread goes up by 1 cent, the people must understand why did the price of bread, why did the price of this commodity go up? You must explain it to the people. They must understand them, because the people are conscious. It is not in a primitive society like in Nigeria, whereby they will just come and announce from tomorrow, price of petrol will be 400, and everybody say, you see people say, now on the mego there 1,000. Don't worry, Jehovah will say. You see people that will encourage clergymen, just pray so that even if you go to 1,000 naira, God will, Jesus will bless you. And say amen. They are the people that are, putting people into primitivity, into the stone age, because of what they preach to people. Thank God that many reverends, many clergymen are now seeing light. I'm very happy when I look at it. That is how it's supposed to be, because they are the people that are talking to the population. They can make the difference. You don't need to cloud everything with faith. Don't worry, everything will be okay in Jesus' name. Amen. No, the Europeans have passed this stage. Why? Because they are politically conscious. Now they understand that we are human beings in this world that should be able to chart our own way. We should be able to build the type of the world we live. That is why in parts of Europe, when you see, for example, a quail, a big sea creature like quail or dolphin that comes out in the beach, unable to go back, maybe he was pursuing, or wave carried him, or he's pursuing a prey and he couldn't go back. He will be in the beach stranded. You will see the Europeans, the white people, they will do everything to dig up and push that fish alive. Make sure he didn't die. Push him alive into the sea. Do you understand me? And joyously, everybody will clap. But I saw the one that happened in Biafra. And now, primitive Homo sapiens, Neanderthals. A quail that washed up. Instead of helping the quail, before the quail, people say, God, miracle of God have come. Oh. Villagers, all of them, everybody carry axe to come and take meat as he wants. Do you see the difference? No control. We don't even control our environment. We go and demonize trees, that these trees where Satan lives, so you cut it down. People don't understand and say, look, why do we destroy our environments? We are the people that will suffer tomorrow. Do you understand? No, everything that we eat, we hunt our animals into extinction. No control. Is it not funny? Is it not something serious? It's not something funny. Whereas others, there are controls on even fish you have to catch in a river. They have controls. You understand? I could remember sometimes when we are small. Sometimes they say in Orasi River that you see fish dying, coming up on top of water. People, primitive human beings that are not able to control their environment because people are politically dead. They don't understand the implications of what they are doing. All that matters to them is to eat today. They don't know how to conserve for generations to come. You tell them, please, this thing you are doing, if don't do it, they ask you why. You say no. In the next 50 years it will affect the people that time. They will laugh and say, this one, are you out of this world? We want to chop now and you are telling me in 50 years. Fuck 50 years, I beg, let me eat now. That is the mentality of politically unconscious, politically dead people. The inability to do things, to arrange things for themselves and for the future. And that character is killing us. We must make sure, in order to change our attitude. That is what we preach here on Radio Biafra. For people to change their way of thinking. We are human beings. We are entities created in order to control our environment. If you understand this, I'm telling you honestly, you will make a difference. You are not created only to be eaten like a chicken. Look for what you are going to eat. Look, you are created, you are an entity, independent entity, human being, that should take control of your environment. I tell you, one time there is one couple, a man and his wife. I think it's in one Australian desert. They lived in that desert and they transformed it. A couple, one person and his wife. They just carried, go build house, just construct their house in a desert. People think that they are what I said. Now, after more than 50 years, it's a documentary. I watch it. I marvel. These two people, a couple, man and his wife, they transform more than 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers square into a forest. Oh God Almighty! Into a forest that is now, there is now normal rain, where rain doesn't fall. A desert now. Now they transform that place into rainforest. I had during the interview with the imposter called Buhari, there's one place they asked him about what he can do about the difficulties of Nigerians, this and that. He said everybody must go to the to farm. Yes, to the ground. That is farming. Okay. He said, but the issue we can control, issue we cannot control, we cannot do anything about it. That is, he said, weather. We cannot control weather. So he's talking about maintaining the old, what do you call it? Herdsman road. Grazing road established by the Europeans, by British. That is what that impostor is always. He maintained that vehemently, taking people back to primitive way of animal husbandry. Do you understand me? Only where there is grass. That the early men, the Neanderthal, hunter-gatherers, exactly the same thing. Where you see grasses, he will carry him and the cattle. They will go there, they finish the grasses and move to another place. No, nothing. There is no way they can give. And I say, okay, it's an impostor. Let's say a president of a country having this type of mentality. I said, no. Nigeria is a shithole. I'm telling you honestly. And people, no brouhaha, no outrage. And you see a couple, only a couple, one person, two, every day. They say every blessed day their job is planting trees. They make from morning, it is their job. They plant trees from, every blessed day. And in more than 50, you know why I like white people? They are consistent. They don't care. I cannot do it, or it cannot happen. It's not in their dictionary. That is where I fell in love with them. Do you know why? Because they are awakened. They are enlightened the people. These people transformed a desert, sandy desert into a forest. More than 1,000 kilometers square. They transformed it. He said now we can die in peace. And they are old. Him and his wife for more than 50 years. Every day it is their job. You see trees everywhere. They go up on A, they show everywhere. Say, look at all these things are recreated by these human beings. But here you are, a president of a country in 21st century is telling you that nothing, they cannot control the weather, nothing. They cannot tell people, okay, there is no grass. Okay, plant. Why not? Why not plant trees? So that it will bring. What is the essence of education? For goodness sake, Nigeria is I don't know, is more than shithole. I'm telling you, it's undescribable. If people can depend on only nature, what they see, they deplete it without giving out, without knowing that human being can recreate. Human being has the ability to control its environment, but only if you are awakened, if you are enlightened. And enlightenment also comes from political consciousness. When you always look and reason beyond your belly, beyond your stomach, beyond your personal need. What made Che Guevara to leave South America to come to Africa, across Atlantic, to help people? He's a white person. He's not black. Africans, they are not his relatives. But enlightened mindset. He sees above religion. He sees beyond religion. He sees beyond color. He sees that, look, these people are suffering from injustice. Let me go and help them. It doesn't matter their color. That is not my problem. They should not be killed as they are being killed. They should not be subjugated. They should not be traded as farm animals. That is why he came to Africa, I think in Angola or Congo, to fight, to help people suffering injustice, to fight. Now he found out that these people could not be helped because all that matters for them is the stomach. Yes, you understand? All that matters to an average African is the belly. Nah, this thing we are doing, are we going to get a result when? If not, I beg, leave them all. He said, no, but in the next 50 years, if we, he said, what? Am I going to be alive that time? I beg, I want to ride the latest Jeep. What are you telling me? Let us take it the easy way. And that easy way makes everything more difficult. Do you see? But a politically conscious person knows that everything is linked together. Had it been, as I said before, people fought against the establishment of Sharia law in the north, most of all these problems we are having would be avoided. Do you understand? That little mind of many of our people, little, I call it little mind, because they could be deceived by a little thing. Oh, second Niger. Where is second Niger bridge? I don't know. I don't hear second Niger bridge again. It has disappeared. Maybe we resurface in the year 2030. No more second Niger bridge. Unless indeed the thanking Buhari for even contemplating on, even thinking about, talking about even second Niger bridge. They have thanked him in advance. Little minds, only what they can get now. Do you understand? Very little minds. They will deceive you with one promise. Oh, this man is from our land. Very primitive mindset. Now people don't understand. People don't care whether the person merits that job or not. But as far as it's from our own side, now let us support him. Because you are highly primitive. You are not politically conscious. You are not enlightened. That is why you think in that way. It is high time for us to do the needful. Because the Biafra we are trying to restore, it will be different from what you have seen. If a family, it takes for a family, I say a family, are the best. Now let them hold the job. It doesn't matter. What we care is somebody that will be able to do that job and do it perfectly more than others. Do you see it? Being politically conscious. That is what a real human being created by God should be. It's not only looking for what you are going to eat. That makes you no different from animal. You know, your dog. I have a dog. All that matters for him is eat and play, waggle his tail and finish. He become mad after he jump up. Emotion. That is only what matters for him. He doesn't think of how to even sew his clothes to wear. He doesn't think of any other thing, only that food. Now, if what matters for you is only your own personal interest, your own stomach, your own you, me, I and I, me, what makes you different from that bingo? Just tell me. The only thing that makes a difference is the legacy. The legacy you lay. You know, being politically conscious, you can see things that others don't see. You fight against injustice, it doesn't matter who it affects. You reason beyond your stomach. That is it. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break as usual, and when I come back, I will open my line so that you call it. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you via Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan, and today is the 9th day of January 2022. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I repeat for the last time. Our WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. Call us and give us your view, but do not forget the topic of our submission today is political consciousness. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on Signal. Sorry, caller on Signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Johnathan. I can hear you loud and clear.
The whole world is hearing you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my beloved brother. I'm happy today on the first caller. Bless you and give you more knowledge and understanding as you've been doing, preaching this gospel in this Radio Biafra, that our people can be able to hear the truth and nothing but the truth. You have spoken, and I hope those that are listening to you today will really hearken to the voice of the truth, so that in no due time Biafra will be restored. And before I proceed, I want to extend my beloved greeting to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who gave us this platform that we shall come or assemble here to hear the truth. And this is why he said in Radio Biafra is where we worship. And this is exactly what we are doing. Chukwu Kabiama, please guide and protect him from every hands of the evil ones and from all evil doers. Give him more courage that he will continue to stand strong until you will release him unconditionally, and he will come back to us with Biafran flag. This is my prayer, and so shall it be, in the name of Chukwu Kabiama. Ise. Mazi, the truth is that our people really have to rise up to this challenge. We have to be political minded people, because these politicians has bamboozled our people for a very long time, that we will see something happening in our eyes, we can't even react to it. So we say, leave it, it's not my problem, let them handle the problem. But in your front, they are killing your own brother, you didn't do anything about it. The same way they killed that your brother, and you couldn't react to it, is the same way the same person who killed that your brother will turn back one day and kill you. So it is a hard time. Our people should stand up. Stand up and please, when you see where these criminals, these police idiots in uniform, terrorists in uniform are molesting your brother and your sister, please don't allow that your sister to die in the hands of that terrorist. Do something about it. Gather up and rescue your brother or your sister, because as you are doing it, now they will know that immediately they come to molest somebody, people will react. But if you don't react, one day it will touch you. And what we are saying here is that our people should please open your eyes. Don't allow anybody to come and deceive you with little cheap things. That is not truth. And we should continue to make sure that this freedom we are fighting is something that we must bring to we must bring it to conclusion by restoring Biafra, because this is only hope we have. Just as you said, my brother Mazi Johnathan, you said it here that when Biafra comes, it doesn't matter whom you are. Even Mazi Kanu said it, that some people will be called to come and become common governor. They'll be running. That time is, you are coming to serve the people, not to steal.
It is that time now, people, you see, people will be under scrutiny. That eye of scrutinization,
that is it,
will be upon the person, which is the right thing. You understand? If the person, if an elected official changes shoe, you start questioning. Oh boy, is it not why you have this shoe? Is too costly. You raise it up. You start calling on television and radio, say, why should this person buy this new shoe? What is his salary? That is a good thing to do, but in a good and enlightened environment. That is it. Go on, Mazi, and round up, please.
Just as she said, Mazi, do you know here that I'm residing? Mazi, do you know that the governor of the state that I'm residing, all of us will meet in a supermarket where we buy things. This man will stand. When I finish my own, I pay. He will pay his own. Just hello. I'm telling you. You know,
when you are saying this, people that are listening from the zoo, they will think that maybe it's an exaggeration, but they don't know it's the truth. Because they see orangutan being rounded up in hillocks, the 50 hillocks, bosses and military guide, just ordinary governor, for goodness sake. And all these things are money being spent, money of the people being lavished for nothing, because the person is hiding from the people. Mazi,
for anybody to doubt me, I swear in the name of Chukwokika Biama, the governor of this state that I am, the same shop I buy something is where he come to stand and buy. You will see him buy what is called kebab, or buy what is called misemo. Eating it in front of you. I mean, you see, you call him governor, you will shake him, because he has nothing hidden. He's working for the people. He's living in his side. So why was he afraid of the people? Rather, the people cherish him. The people, maybe when they see the people that he is serving, he will be glad to mingle with them. This is what is called a servant. But in that zoo, just common local government chairman, Mazi. The type of police that will be following him, even if you near him, they can shoot you. Look at one idiot, because one of our brothers stand and tell the man the truth, what he's doing in the local government. I don't know. The man just got up, get angry, carry the table, turn the whole, I don't know whether it's what is that called again? Pour it down, because the guy was telling him the truth. These people cannot withstand the truth, and this is what we use to destroy them. As Nnamdi Kanu has pregnanted all of us with this truth, we will keep on hammering it until our people will rise up to this consciousness that it doesn't matter what these criminals that come to spoil our Gary, it doesn't matter what they do. All we are saying is that Biafra must be restored, no going back. And our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, The Zoo government must release him unconditionally because they have nothing against him. He's an innocent man, he's the prisoner of conscience, and we stand by him 24 hours to make sure that this fight he started, we must complete it with him. Thank you, my brother. This is Mazi Johnathan speaking here from Austria. May God bless you, my brother. Thank you.
Too. Thank you. Nigeria is the land of the apes. Obodo man. No person reasons correctly. Call on WhatsApp, please hold on. I want to pick a call on direct line. How ironic, whenever there is chance for them to call, no call will be coming out. But when somebody starts speaking now, you see call will be coming on direct call. It is something I don't understand. People should know how to time to call this direct line. Please. I will not wait forever. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Good evening.
Welcome to the program. Please go on.
My name is Chinedum. I'm calling from the Zoo capital.
Yeah, well, go on, please.
Can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you, not only me.
No. As you're talking.
Mazi, what is happening? This thing is in the Zoo. Can you hear me? My goodness me, even in Abuja. No, Mazi, you need to call back.
What we're talking about is real. Let me just an example. Can you hear me?
Go on now. Yes, go on now. Your voice is coming out. Go on.
Okay. Hello?
Mazi, go on now. Your voice is coming out.
Can you hear? Okay. Can you hear me? I can continue.
Yes.
Like I was saying, I said I went somewhere to buy something today. So when I went there, the guy told me that the price of those things has changed. It was not on the price that I used to buy it before. So I was like telling him, when did this start? When did the price change? You know what the guy told me? He said he doesn't know. Even somebody that is selling something and the price has changed, he told me that he doesn't know. So I was like, in fact, I took offense. I said, how can you know, how can you be selling something and you don't know when the price added, when the price reduced and whatever? And people are even so happy buying all those things, they cannot even, in fact, everything is just in a mess. So I was like, when I left the shop, I went to another place to go and buy. I started explaining to the guy told me that that's how it is. So what can he, what can we should believe in God? So I began to
Mazi, can you hear me, please? Let me say something here. Can you hear me? That is the type of advice that it gets to my nerves, and that is believe in God. Before you know it, as you don't want to buy, you are complaining. You see people that start by boy, get money. Nigeria is a land of the apes. Somebody said, I think it's Mazi Jacob said one time, they were having meeting. Some people were having meeting in their streets in Lagos, whereby they call them that they have to pay money, contribute to repair their transformer that is spoiled. And one of them was saying, no, it is not their duty to repair. It is for the power holding, for NEPA to repair because they are paying bills. Others were laughing, say, they are doing it in every other street also. You no get money, if you get ordinary 1,000, 1,500 to pay. That is the way, because people are primitive. They don't see the problem. They only see the money, that your personal ability. I can do it. And it's destroying everybody. He said, even if you have money, you keep it. You say, no, the right thing is like this. It's not about money. Let us do it. Let us resist it. But no, they will not. Everybody will yab you. Even you will be ashamed. One person will oh boy, if you don't have money, agree, make I pay for you now. I have money. They think that this is life. How can they fight injustice? My brother, please go on. It's very sad. Go on.
Yeah. It's a very long story. So I started telling the guy a lot of things. So we began. know that the other place I went to, so he started telling me that do I know that it's all these people that is in power that created all these problems? I told him yes. That is when I began to let him know that all these things they are doing it in a way that they will just be pinching you and be blowing you breeze. That they are doing it in a way that you will not even know what is happening to you. Time you cry to them, they will give you small things. Say, don't come back again. Or even when you come back again, they will still tell you, they'll just be brainwashing you so that you need to know what is happening. I began to tell the guy that, are you trying to tell me based on all these things, people cannot revolt against people tomorrow? He said, no, what he believes is that God has a way he does his own thing.
That is it. That is the Neanderthal way of covering the mess. You believe in God more than everybody. Mazi God. Mazi God.
It is well. I began to tell the guy a lot of things. I told him first, you understand that I began to even enlighten him, trying to tell him, the guy is a little guy, so I began to tell him about Biafra and tell him that he should be listening to Biafra radio so that in any way he can get himself out of the mess, and perhaps he can also enlighten other people for them to know what is happening. But he was like trying to tell me that I know that if I go and be telling people about this now, saying now that we should somehow revolt against the government to let them know that what they are doing is not good and there's no price regulation in this place, that they can even try to like attack me because they say, okay, I don't know what I'm saying. So, and perhaps he was also telling me that, so I was like telling him, you know, the highest radio they listen to this place is the one they call, they say, and the one they call, the one they call Human Rights Radio, and the other one they call, I don't know the name, Wazobia FM. So, but I began to tell him that the problem we have here is media and religion. The guy was like looking at me, what do I mean? I told him that the reason why I say so is that the media has not even opened up one day and tell the people where the problem lies and where the problem comes from. The guy said, why should they say so? Why should they say so? I said, yes. If they can be able, because they have the majority of people listening to them, if they can open up and tell people, these are the problems that are on the ground, these are the causes of the problem, these people did this and that, try to like disenfranchise us of our rights, people can rise up one day and do something. He said, yes. And that is true. Then when I began to go to the area of religion, he said I should stop that one.
So he said, what? It's very sad. Please round up. It's very, very sad, honestly.
There's no problem. What is there that I feel God will save us by this Biafra project?
We are saving ourselves, and God will see our efforts and help us more. That is it. Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Remain focused. You know, when we talk about all this brainwashing, religious brainwash, it's not that we are against religion, but these are, you see, media and religion. People that they focus your mind. That is why you go to religious grounds in Nigeria, you see congregation, because they thought that that is where the solution lies. And they will tell them that, look, pray, God will solve your problem for you. So, are you telling somebody that God will solve problem for him to rise up, to revolt, to effect change? He will tell you, no, you're an antichrist. That's he believes in God, God will do it. Do you see the problem we are having? Caller on direct line, you are the first caller on direct line. Please, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? No, it's gone. Caller on signal, you have been there since 5 minutes. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Caller on WhatsApp, I'll come to you.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program. Go on, please.
Happy New Year, sir.
Same to you.
Okay. Good evening. Hello,
Mazi Johnathan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, fellow great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. So, may the Chukwu bless you all. I want to, first of all, I want to report that the radio Biafra, well, Besides, it's not working.
Since when?
Did you get me?
Yes, I said since when? Since when? Today or yesterday?
Okay, since day before yesterday, I noticed it.
Okay.
Because I just returned.
Okay. Go on.
Yes, sir. So we need to be. I love your program. Definitely, we need to be politically conscious because there are many things happening. Even one person sang said the song said even if one bag of cement rises to 6,000,
God will do it. He will bite.
He said again that even if $1 rises to 1,000 naira, that still the children of the Most High shall surely succeed. So honestly, all these statements we need to be.
Do you see, Mazi? Do you see? Whenever we talk, we speak about this using religion in order to deceive and make people to be, I think you see, bees, it cannot fly. It become powerless, and you harness the honey and go. That is what they do in our land, in Nigeria, with religion, Islam and Christianity and what do you call every other religion. That is what they do. Somebody that you have given fake hope, that everything will be okay, even if they make $1 to be 2,000 naira, that your God is your God is there to bless you, to make you rise above it. Amen. Now, how can you convince that person that please, this thing that is happening is not good? Let us rise up and protest for it. He will tell you that you don't even believe God. Don't worry, God will do it for us. Do you see the problem we are having for people that are telling us this and that about talking about religion? Do you see it?
Honestly.
Mazi, go on, please.
Yeah. Without the IPOB, I don't know where I've been now, because IPOB has because I used to sing that song before. Whatever that happens, we say whether they will like it, whether price, whether one cup of gari is 100 naira or 200, we the children of the Most High shall succeed. So, but since listening to even this your program this evening, that's taught me a lot of lessons. We need to be politically conscious because I believe that we are conscious politically that all these things happening wouldn't be happening in our time. May the Lord bless you and bless our leader, bless our DOS, and bless all the genuine Biafrans fighting for this liberation. Thank you so much.
Remain blessed. I don't know. Remain blessed. What we are saying here is we are human beings. We have the capability of fashioning the type of world we want. That is why our leader took the bull by the horn. Do you think it's easy to start talking from morning till night? Our leader used to come up morning, evening, morning, every day. Do you think talking and speaking is easy? Do you think it's easy? Sometimes you have headache. Do you think it's easy? Because you know that the problem we have is something that is beyond, is beyond Dombesele. It's something that you need to concentrate in order to open people's eyes so that people will catch fire. Being politically conscious, people should not understand it that it is entering PDP or PPC, APC. That is not what we are saying here. It makes you calculative. It opens your eyes. You start calculating that. Like, look, this Sharia they want to have in Castina, though in Iguacha, they call River State. But what is it going to be in the future? For what is it going to spell for me and my people here? Now you calculate. You see that no, it's not good for two ideologies, opposing ideologies, to be together. You start raising people, say no, let us resist this. Otherwise, it will not be good though in the future. That is political consciousness. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, I thank you for the topic today, because this topic is bringing a lot of issue for here because of this political issue, because people are not understanding it. Even though sometimes me no know as now as my song guy was me home. You know, too much. This political solution now, people are see that maybe now I got to vote. Morgan, somebody will resign for this. Somebody resign here because of this. We go tell us don't vote. After everything, we go vote. Somebody resign for IPO because of that. Yeah, resign no. Mama was no autopilot again. Mana, Casper can go of ma. It is you of Matikuro. Yeah,
political means negotiation. Negotiation.
How would you like the topic today? Because the topic people now are confused. They are because whether we fight it to 100 years, we come back to the political solution. I can accept one table set to lawyer. Would the MLO have 1% is a political solution? All we can mention I say let us settle it amicably. Let us settle it amicably. Let us settle it in this political issue, political way. Something like that. It is type of the same thing that we were talking about. Mazi, the topic is okay because our people are falling. Our people want to take everything by force. They can use power to respond. Is steady. My people, let us focus one side, because too much blaming cannot going to help us. Instead of that, it can give us, in just a headache. It can give us, it can bring our people to okay. Let us follow the instruction. Let us follow the one step, so that so for now, let us stop blaming. Let us stop blaming. Let us focus one side. You know, last time I mean, people are saying, because of that, all this political issue, all this lawyer.
Mazi, do you know? Let me say this. Hang on, let me say this. Emma, this thing you say now, because of ignorance, people misunderstand things. Because why? Because I use language that is not ours. Is English language.
Yeah.
You know that I can even political solution. I cannot be able to translate it in Igbo solution. I mean political solution in Igbo language. Do you know that is the reason? That is why what we are fighting for is multidimensional. What we are fighting is multidimensional. We are fighting ignorance. You know, our leader said it. We are fighting the ignorance of the black man. Instead of to ask, all this Okpokpo Igbo, do you know that as is it UNESCO forecast that the Igbo language will be extinct in 75 years? Do you know what it means? You know, every day, normally, group of linguistics, language intellectuals, like Igbo intellectuals, should be updating our language, Igbo language, every blessed year. For new words, they should be putting new words in our language. But this thing has stopped for a long time. That is why many words you cannot see it in Igbo language. You cannot be able to translate it in Igbo language. And that thing is confusing to many people. When they say political solution, people think, oh, politics, okay. Oh, they want us to go start voting. Oh, they want us to stop so that Nnamdi election will hold on. That is political solution. They don't understand that what it means is negotiation. Simple. It is no more something. Let us negotiate. That is negotiation. Is another thing. Political solution is negotiation. Let us solve it amicably. Political solution. It's no more by fight. Okay, we must go by this and that. No, please. Negotiation is hold this one. Okay, take this one small so that I put the, you know, only on an just small so that how we resolve this issue. But many people out of ignorance is thinking, when I hear people talk, I say, which type of planet are we? Mazi, please go on, please.
Mazi, my God, man goes that now. About that now. Get move, get step, get up. If you find a neighbor, get shift to you to now. You know what I mean, again. But what I get that man, they had call of Biafra this year because some people, one of my members here, I know only say the dragon flag. I'm not going to Managa, or push the Kusawashi, I president Messiah. But the opponent, I'm going to something. Maggie, give watch here, Homregi. What I all shake and dinner and Nigeria. But never Skabaga, all the GH, get me GH. I want all the same political solution on the come on, all the GH, get me GH. Open has a one now, bush, maybe the battery, a little sheen. Open I never going to be judge, or them when I prepare judge. Baby judge, then I will judge, Mukotom, and what is she not? Yeah, Mazokra, I see that I did, Chassis, when I go to drive a nacho. Some people they believe I want the Pata, I want the keep that there. I have to pay a child of the again. Yeah, total freedom of this Biafra kind nacho, total freedom of this movement kind nacho. From this moment, I want to be sure I can wish you, I can walk there. Anything I have chosen, I get me. I know I get me. Open a house, I get giant 4 years, I just 4 years, but 4 years out. But what you only since that I get support time. Oh, that's why I only like you put a walk with chicken. You never know how many years, how year 30 years, how year 40 years. We are still there and make sure that the women, they will try Biafra. Long that children, to buy trans and actually Biafra. I got one day. I saw on how that must have game. Children go to one day getting Kenya Nacho. For one way the other, one way the other. But I feel like Biafra hang with you, but the patron and Dracho Hamid be able to. Mas, I'm coming 2013, 2003, and this is struggle 2003. Can this struggle like I'm she can with them again. And when they were patron on the haircuts now, kill you to the bone issue. Can go and deal out it. I'm going to go bone issue. All about the struggle on the other guy that they fatality of our. We already is here to government chamber kind of. Here is all the public of the Biafra kind of. Country kind of. This is like that. Only see that this is very last miracle for us that people get better than what. Last miracle. And then I'm a driller. Half of the hour of that. Cables to Mas, let everybody calm down. Let everybody calm down. Only say I got put and I had to cook up. When they get me, I believe me. You have to bagger. You have to go high. You have to say, Mas, I got vitamin C. You have to cook up. She cannot go to my mom. I'm here.
Thank you. Caller on direct line. Caller on WhatsApp. Hold on. I have a caller on signal that has been there, but let me try to pick callers on direct line. That is. Let me see. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
The whole world is hearing you. There, welcome to the program. You are just lucky.
Okay. Jonathan, Jonathan. To talk about being political consciousness. Jonathan, a Mazi, Biafrans all over the world, to keep them oh, why won't you not get to look at that? When I hear chicken in the north, I want to no human being on this planet can answer this. Kanu. My name is Okechukwu. I'm from Omolu province, Biafra land. And I'm calling from Aba province, Biafra land, the land of our ancestors. We Biafrans, we must exist. We can never be exterminated on this planet Earth. That nation has never been born. We Biafra race, the children of God of heaven and earth. We must live in our fatherland. You see Fulani, Jonathan, you see Fulani, our leader. A death trap to every nation on this planet. Let us be extract on our leader's body. They we shall know that we shall know who the Fulani. Fulani, you keep your oath. I want to kill our oath. Let us share off. Dara, let us teach them. And one of our brother, Mazi Johnathan, called a Mazi Johnathan broadcast in that place. And he talk about the road where they Papa. And Jonathan, you see last year, we saw hell here. And this year, people go chop their pikin. See, no, but we get governor now. We don't get governor. All the people where they Papa, and why they talk. This really city now where they come, we never die finish. But make una join hands with IPOB. Tell them that the camel will get Biafra so that everybody go safety. All of una just say that they complain. But there's no problem. See, Biafrans, only a brute you, they have a blue away no stop. Check a simple toast. If you the effort is also, it was different. DLS is the head. And the better ticket is tell them that the camel kept him there before he went to settle the matter. For us to be free in the hands of Fulani. We never see that. This case is 17, 18, 19, 20. And the barrister Jofa is his barrister, which is a Biafra. We will see how formidable barrister Jofa is that day. And for Mbeka is our prophet too. For Mbeka, remain formidable. No sick. Yeah, it is your brother that they are holding. And yes, Fulani. Let us just come and start it. But remain formidable. No highway, that's where our eyes are open. Let us, you see our leader. Let be the final bus stop. Fulani said the word, the Lord of the world. If they went to Kenya, kidnap our leader. And the president of Nigeria, he post back. And the post political, yes, stop complaining. Put a further any Biafra, if you are the saboteur to see their life, because you see this life, and they sleep outside this night. Dara, and I tell you, tell the ticket the same. Tell the Jonathan, come to the Chico Scada. Every think about the police. Tell the ticket, the Chico Scada machine. I put in Exodus chapter 17. Exodus chapter 17 from verse 1 to end. Biafra, I study it. Let us just be at the back of the ticket. Anything he says, no, we do. We do it simple. Simple and sharp. But you know. That is the Numbers chapter 16 from verse 1 to end, and the same Numbers chapter 17 from verse 1 to end, and the same Numbers chapter 18 from verse 1 to end. Take a now, we are going back to worship our God. When they went and brought all these idols everywhere, then they spoke them and pursue us. But you see Joshua chapter 6 from verse 1, Joshua chapter 6 from verse 1, Biafrans. You see a symbol they don't equal power. You see this Nigeria, now with the hellfire. If you say one leg is there for Yoruba, one leg is there one leg is there for Nigeria. You see today, if you still asleep, if you no wake up, we don't wait for that detail.
Mazi round up.
That is the end of everybody here. That is the you see Second Samuel chapter 1 from verse 1 to end. The same Second Samuel chapter 2 from verse 1 to end. Then Jonathan go follow you. Second Samuel chapter 1 from verse 1 to end. And the same Second Samuel chapter 2 from verse 1 to end. You see Saul, because the governor told them for Biafra land. Make a message you. Because I the person to tell the ticket because I don't know your people. Then the person
round up.
Make I follow the no fund of the teacher people who alone. Dara. Upon the road and never governor. If you know what I said, 17, 18, 19, to make on a joint for the stage of food, we will go bring our dead. And when I see First Chronicles chapter 29.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yeah, I can hear you very much.
Yeah, Mazi Emmanuel. Welcome to the program. Go on, please.
Mazi Johnathan, I will talk.
Yeah, go on.
For tonight. Please. Be skeptical. Why? because it's like you are giving our people a recruitment tax. Imagine a people for over 100 years, all sort of political stagnation and religious myopia. You don't want them to become conscious all of a sudden. It is a very, very resilient act. Mazi. Hello?
Yes. I don't. What is up? Are you using? Earpiece?
Okay.
Yeah, your voice is not coming out as it's coming and going.
No.
Okay, please go on because
Okay.
I cannot catch.
Let me put it close.
Go on.
Let me put it. I said my people by pension, they have been stagnated politically and religious by dogmas. So for them to all of a sudden become political conscious, even though our leader in his deemed it wise to come up and all the various broadcasters on the various platform have been doing a wonderful job. So, but all the same, I believe the message is thinking.
Of course.
So the problem, with the problem of this religion, I keep on harping on it. But I'm very happy that some of our religious, like Father Mbaka and also, are becoming conscious. So they are now singing the different tune, keying into the Biafran struggle, because it is pure wickedness for the people to deny the fact that over 5 million Biafrans were massacred via this genocidal war they call the Nigerian Biafran Civil War. Children over 1 million were starved to death. The old and young were not spared. So to sweep it all the carpet is nothing but wickedness. Whatever they are giving you, whether it's political position, money, or whatever, I see it as wickedness. So the earlier they turn a new leaf and see this Biafran thing, the better for them. So back to the topic of the day. Political consciousness. I see our people are very docile. That is because of this our individual nature. We don't seem to see other people's problem as our own problem too. And it's because of the fallout of the war experience in 1970. With the US and the combination of Biafra, it will turn around for the better. So, Mazi, I have a suggestion for the US. I wouldn't want them to what the Fulanis are doing, because they know that the game plan, their game is already over. That's why they are trying to play their last card by ripping the whole knot into this quagmire that they find themselves in. They threaten that they will boycott all Biafran goods if the US go on with their plan to boycott their Fulani cow come April this 2022. But I will not want the US to relent. Let them continue to send the message across to the whole indigenous nations or tribes in the north that the war we are having is not with them, the entire north, but it's with the Fulanis, and the Fulanis are the problem. So they should not be hooked or be deceived into going along with the Fulanis in trying to boycott Biafran's goods, because the Fulanis, they are finding themselves alone. And it is obvious that the Nigerian project is sinking. It's already dying. Look at what the news coming down today. What I heard in Mazi Johnathan's program, that the Nigerian police are the worst in the whole planet Earth.
Yes, I said
Just
it
imagine.
also.
No, I heard it here. I heard it in the program too.
They carried last.
Yes, they took last. But you know, Mazi Johnathan, this thing will not even shake the people. they don't even do as if maybe they're concerned or maybe bothered.
If you tell somebody, let me tell you, if you tell a Nigerian, a typical Nigerian, you bring him to this notice that look, Nigerian police is the worst police in the world. He will laugh. Now wow, hey God, waiting concern me, concern Nigeria. Let them.
Man, they will do a comedy, a joke out of it, and spread it on social media. That's what they're good at. You know, so this docility is really vital, and I pray that I hope and a Biafra nation, we are going to be very politically conscious, because the Biafra nation that we're going to build is a nation whereby everybody, as long as you're a Biafran, will be inclusive in the reign of the nation. Not like what we find ourselves in the zoo experiment, where people find themselves, the people are excluded from the mainstream of the politics. They see politicians as the people that are supposed to be in politics. Imagine somebody will say, Bonat, I met Tinubu, they call this one PDP political keeping. Who are they? Are the common. It's only when they are so-called election that they come around and campaign and they seek their votes. That's why I feel this policy that the Europeans brought to us is very, very annoying. And the area we fashion that was to look after this mess that we find ourselves in, the better for us. Because there was a program I listened to last week, Mazi Johnathan. I think he anchored a program where he had about 3 panelists in his in the forum. And one of them was an ANC chieftain. When he was asked the question about how South African is looking at this place, he said that ANC as a political are in tune with what is happening in Biafra for the Biafrans, and they are ready to support Biafra. But at the ANC that is in government of South Africa, they have a different political ideology. How can you be in the same party and you have different ideology? You are saying one thing and the other way you are acting another. Because of this political correctness that we are operating, the white man system. It's a problem because of it. They have to, and all of them have their own different school agenda. So that's why that I want to advocate to the US. Maybe I can call you later. I can. Okay. You can discuss it. I can tell you. I want to have people that I have.
What you sent me the other day, I hope you read my reply also. Hope you did.
Yes, I read it. I'm here to reply you. Thank you very much for this thing. You should sign up my charity. I will reply you. So the political ideology that I am passionate about will not involve any political party, so to say. By so doing it, to save Biafran nation money that will be spent on all those nonsense so-called political party. It will unite the people. And
Mazi, you know what you're saying. That's why, in my own opinion, I always maintain that this rubbish the Europeans brought to us in the name of democracy is the worst form of imperialism. I'm telling you, they want us to continue going through a cycle of ignorance and stupidity forever. It's the worst form. People don't understand what this thing means. Africans are not mature enough to imbibe in this. You know, we need to fashion out a political route that is peculiar to our own, or that is good for our own peculiarity. That is it. That is why when Biafra comes, according to our leader, now we will sit down to fashion out. It will be a unique. One time, I think one interviewer, one journalist asked him when he was on the ground, he said, what do you think? How will Biafra be run? Is it going to be American system, European system? He say it is going to be Biafran system. We can imbibe in other through other, maybe take ingredients from other distinct, but make it unique for us. Where
even the way they call their leader,
yes,
the so-called prime minister or president, we don't want it. We don't want it. We have our own way.
Igbo nation, Igbo Biafra. We can decide that there will be our
president, not the prime minister.
We can decide to be called Omunna. The ruling distance becomes Omunna. It becomes the name. No president or prime minister.
Yes.
We give it our own name. It's that like that, and do it our own system. That is it. That is peculiar to us. What we understand, not what Europeans every time they will be teaching us. Anyway, there are many. There are some few clashes and killings. Just only 50 people died in the election, but it doesn't really affect the overall result. And you ask them, if Britain is doing election and one person is killed, are they going to just write it off? Because they are dealing with a lower set of people. That's it. That's the way they feel. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, please.
Let me call it night for today. I will take time to do the write up, and I will send it to you so that they can go through it. So I will take time.
Do that.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Right.
Mazi Emmanuel. Remain blessed. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on for 19 minutes.
Mazi Johnathan, I can hear you.
Welcome.
Good evening, Biafra. Good evening, Biafra. Mazi Johnathan, you are such a great man to my life. You are such a great man to my life. And Mazi, all the presenter for Radio Biafra, you guys are such a great people to my life. Mazi Johnathan, now I'm listening to you. We're almost 7 here. And I thank you for your program tonight. I have a lot to say, but I will not go there. I will just focus on tonight's program. Mazi Johnathan, you make me to reason like a human being after Nnamdi Kanu. I thank Nnamdi Kanu to give us people like you guys to teach us in this radio honorable platform. Mazi Johnathan, before I'm always thinking with emotion. But since I started listening to you after Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi, I can now tell you that I take away all my emotionally and now understand things. Before, when you talk about political solution, I follow the people that take it in another level. But since I started listening to you guys, and now my emotion is now free. I understand all the situation. My name is Ugonaya Osaka. I thank you very much. My mother listened to you, listened to Mazi, all you guys, all the radio presenters. Thank you so much. I wish you guys the best. DOS be great. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be great. All you guys, I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you so much.
Remain blessed. We must continue. I have a caller on Signal. Caller on Signal, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
Welcome to the program. Yes, go on. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good evening, great Biafrans all over the world. My name is Mazi Wisdom. Mazi Wisdom is from Ohajibuma. Ohajibuma is in Ipob province, Biafra land. I'm here this morning, Mazi, to make a comment based on your topic, political consciousness. Mazi, what we are saying is that, like IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have raised our consciousness that even though those that are fighting against IPOB, if something starts happening to them, we will feel it. We will have a feeling. Like I could remember though in 2015, 2017, when we will come out to protest on the street of Aba in Iguacha, the zoo army and police will shout at us. You know, the north, the west, they will be laughing at us. Hey, say the Biafra agitators, they are this, they will be laughing. But do you know that when they started killing, they will start having pity of them. That consciousness is there in us due to Mazi Johnathan is the one that raised the consciousness. There are people to be that when something start to happen in the west or in the north, we will not even have a pity. But because we have known what is wrong and right, that is that political consciousness, knowing what is right, knowing what is wrong, knowing the time we're supposed to react as a human being and the time we are not supposed to react. You know, not when things are happening. It's like when the police and the army will be beating one person, others will be passing, and it doesn't concern me. Maybe they will go and check it's not their brother. They leave and they'll be passing, allowing that person to be killed. When your consciousness is alive, if you see an injury to one is an injury, it will be an injury to all. That is that. When things happen to the north, you have the feeling and talk and report about it. I'm very, very sorry for Nigerian media because they are evil, and that evil they are is also killing them because they will go to write something, you know, they will catch them and they will kill them. But assuming that if something happen, Nigerian media come out and report it the way it is, I don't think they will be killing them because us that Ofaka Hidia O Ofumado Aka Alola to you, the four fingers are coming back to you. If Nigerian media will not be writing the way the things that they are, Biafrans are not prescribed. But when they call, they say prescribe indigenous people of Biafra. The wicked and very stupid set of people on this earth, they will not write things the way they are. They will do something, they will say, they will kill us, so they know that they kill, they will say allege. But something happened because it's IPOB, they will say, they don't know that it's IPOB, it will not be IPOB, but because they mention IPOB, they will say IPOB do. But the other side, they will say allege. So we are calling on Nigeria, Biko. Everyone should raise your consciousness, raise your political consciousness, because we are all well being. Mazi, do you know why they don't want reverend fathers to talk and pastors? Because they know that they have crowd, and when they talk, the crowd will listen, and the revolution may start from the church. That is why they are against all the pastors. If you want to talk, they invite you. I heard they invited Kuka, they invited the Baka. What are they inviting them? Boko Haram, Sheikh Kumi that is going to negotiate with the terrorists. DSS never invited Sheikh Kumi. I pray that evil will consume DSS. Evil will destroy, whether Igbo, HAUSA or Yoruba, whosoever that is working in DSS. Evil shall befall all of you because you are evil. But thank you for picking my comment. God bless you.
And you too. Thank you very much. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. From my location, I remain Mazi Malugo. I'm calling from Dubai. Good morning, great Biafrans all over the world. I'm a student of Radio Biafra by the special grace of by the special power of Chukwuka Drama. I'm a member of IPOB here in Dubai. Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, your topic always a wonderful topic because you are a man of wisdom. And Chukwuka Drama is talking through you. It's not you, is talking. It's Chukwuka Drama is talking all this to open the eyes of our people. So I must thank you very much, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. Pilot of a man may take charge of this Radio Biafra. Oh, no, Mana, Chukwuka Drama say Mafia. Ostola I never told you Bunoge. You ever done this Radio Biafra when name our people educate. When name me buy and they buy. I must tell you, my beloved brother, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, that all these things that you are saying here need to be teaching our children in school. Political consciousness need to be teaching to our people, so that our people will have the mind of human being. This is what killed our people in Biafra land. Our people didn't have political conscience. What happened to their neighbor never concerned them. You have finished it all, my brother. That is the problem we have in that very place, in that hell called Nigeria. People never mind what is happening to their neighbor. They will say, oh, it's happened to people of Imo State. Oh, it's happened to people of Ugbocha. Oh, it's happened to people of Anambra State. Oh, it's happened to people of Ebonyi State. Oh, it's happened to people of Ipob. They never mind. They never understand. When they finish with the people of Ipob, they will come to people of Ebonyi. When they finish with the people of Ebonyi, they will come to people of Bayelsa. That is how evil rule. That is how evil rule. Our people need to have the political conscience for what is happening to their neighbor. That is what we need. The clergy need to be teaching their men that this. Let the clergy stop giving our people hopeless things. Hopeless nothing that let them put their hope in heaven. Let them teach them the right thing. Political conscience is very important in the life of our people. It's very important. I help Father Mbaka, I help Ebubemoso and the other preachers that is preaching the right thing right now. I tell all of them, Mazi Johnathan, let this broadcast continue be repeating itself again. Let all Biafra continue to share this, so that the eyes and the brain of our people will continue to be open, because this is what we need. Thank you very much, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, for good work. Thank you, great Biafras all over the world.
There will remain blessed. Remain blessed. We must continue. For your information, we are streaming live every time I'm on air. We are streaming live on Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE on Facebook, for your information, so that if you want, you can be listening through there. There are many other platforms on Facebook that is also streaming my voice. Some of them I don't even know, but we have multiple options. I have a caller. Please let me pick this call on direct line. Hold on, caller on signal that has been there. Caller on direct line, please go on. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line, go on. Can you hear me? My goodness me. Caller on direct line, can you hear me, please? No. Before I finish your airtime, I don't know. Caller on signal, please go on. Mazi Johnathan, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi Johnathan.
There we go.
Political solution. Yes. Political solution and political conscience. You know, people will be going to political solution thinking that maybe, they should go towards it and know that we are already gone. I thank DOS for this topic of political solution. Good or bad?
Political consciousness.
Yes, and then there's another one you think about the political solution, right? Yeah, people don't know that we have gone, because whatever they have, we have it. So whenever we go to them into that political solution, at least they know what we are up to. That's why, because I want to tell our people to be get ready and know what they are fighting. We have Biafra is in our doorstep. That is one part. The conscience is like somebody like you see, you are made it by Obasanjo even giving finance Sharia. I know it may be not his own effect, but he believes whatever he believes is what he will eat, and that name he will get. So that his generation upon generation will know that yes, he has been in the president. Not he is a Yoruba man, because what he put them there is what they call a cardinal paper. Because such a thing that he signed to them, you understand, when we were a secular country, now all of them there now clamoring one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one. What are you wanting Nigeria for? Whereby the other one will be destroying into your country. My dear brother, very soon you will see the Ramadan is approaching. When they brought you smoking cigarette, they slap you or give you what in your country. That is absolutely unacceptable. So our people, most of them that are going into the power from that southern region, never reason and thinking. They are the Lord living. They know what is going on. They know what Mazi Nnamdi carries shouting. That's why they cry for him. I mean, nothing will touch them, because I mean, we are watching, know what is going on. That in this generation, at least we can't take it anymore, my dear brother. The attack is beyond repair. Because of most of those people that have money in the politicians, in the taxes or rich men, they never even want to think how the poor people are going through. The president of Bayelsa, the president of Nigeria is from Bayelsa. Go there now, you see people are moving with the boats on top, surrounding. They call that place is in Ishan Street or something. That's okay. Did he have a political conscience? No. He did not think about his people. What he thinks is now my name is in the record. That's all. Keep it on, man. Jonathan. God bless you, my dear.
And you too. Almost Biafran. There we must continue. Many people are calling. How calls are flowing in. I'm telling you, I'm surprised. Our people want to speak. Okay. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please call on WhatsApp. Hold on, I'm still coming. Can you hear me? Call on direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Go on, please. Go on.
Okay, Mazi Johnathan, may you continue to strengthen and guide you and give you more wisdom for this good work that you are doing to restore our great nation, Biafra. And our leader, Mazi Kanu, may you continue to strengthen and give you more wisdom for him to defeat his enemies. And any man seeking for him to die, for him to see death, may death follow you and your generation. He said, my name is Michael Israel, and I'm calling you from the holy land of Biafra, the land of Biafra. Mazi Johnathan, your topic this night, you are lecturing us this night about political consciousness, in political consciousness. Because Mazi Johnathan, you see this place that you taught tonight, you know, you really taught us, you really taught me a lot this night. You took it to guide you. Mazi, you know, when we are preaching, when we are analyzing some things to us this night, Mazi, you took me back when the NSAS was going on in the Nigeria. Mazi, did you know in the so-called River State, when Madam Tambuwal, you know, was slaughtering our brothers in Ipob. But do you know that some people that were shouting, hey, go to where they are selling newspapers, and you will see those IPOPs there. If you go to that place that they are selling newspapers, that is where they are. Even of them, if I am the governor of I will wipe all the other people out.
So people, Mazi, Mazi, So people, we are really really saying this.
Yes.
My goodness me.
People are saying this on the ZFM. But this is why it's people
crying when Nigeria. Why is people crying when people are being slaughtered in Nigeria? Because the people in that place are evil, completely evil.
Yes,
completely evil.
Completely evil. Oh my God! No, this is what was happening then. Mazi Johnathan, and that is why sometimes I say, even I reason within myself. Why don't people kick them? You even deserve to live. But thank God that Mazi Johnathan came. That is why he is the only savior that we have now. And we must protest and we must continue to agitate until our leader Mazi Johnathan comes back. He must be released. Fulani, you must release Mazi Johnathan. Because Mazi Johnathan is not dragging your own land with you here, your own Fulani land. Mazi Johnathan is speaking for his people to gain freedom, for his people to gain the good things of this life. And Fulani, listen, you cannot stop the coming of Biafra. I'm telling you honestly, you can do anything, and you have been doing it to stop the restoration of people Kikabiawa. Have you stop it? The answer is no. So you will continue to say, Fulani, you must release the son of people Kikabiawa, Mazi Johnathan. Mazi, may He continue to bless you. May He continue to guide you until we restore this kingdom of people Kikabiawa on this very earth, which is the kingdom of Biafra. Thank you, Mazi. Biafra, thank you.
Almost Biafra, thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, Mazi, welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome to the program.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, not only me, the whole world is hearing you. Go on.
Okay. My name is Manuel. I'm calling from my location. I thank you, Mazi Johnathan, for all your teaching. Honestly, how I wish that this radio will circulate to a wide range of the whole Nigeria, including Biafra land, so that the people will hear and become a human being. Before I forget, I would like to ask you to play some of this old tape, like the religions you preached last 2, 3, 4 days ago. Sometimes you play the old teaching so that people will hear it and believe what is happening in religion in Nigeria. Because like last year, sometimes you play some of the your topic.
Yes.
And some people like us, we hear how we talk and adjust our topic. Because when we are hearing what you are talking, then we will know if you are perfect to talk on this radio. Because some people will come to this radio, they will continue praying for this radio. I wish people would think and reason. As a person, every day before I sleep, I pray for my family, my life, and our leader. In the morning I do so. I don't do it on radio because I know the limit of time we have on this radio. If everybody start to praying, there will be nothing to do about it. Unless it is a general prayer, that is a different case. So people must learn. This radio is going to a long range of people. Now, you talk about the Sharia in the north. How do one Nigeria will come up and protest or do whatever to counter the Sharia? That is impossible as far as Nigeria is concerned. Let us bring it down to Imo State. Imo State, that will be the most important one for the Southerners, for all the Nigerians, if human beings are living that place called Nigeria. There will be no way somebody is number 4 in election. Somebody won election as a governor. For several months, this person was a governor. But all of a sudden, the Fulani removed the governor and in place number 4, a criminal, a thief, for that matter. And the Nigerians, the Igbos, the PDPs, they allow that thing to happen. Fulani knows where they are going. If to say we have humanity in Nigeria, in Imo State, in Abia, in Biafra, even in Oduduwa, everywhere supposed to stop that governor because it is completely wrong. Now, if Fulani have succeeded, that means they can put anybody. Nothing will happen. That's what it means. Now, the Fulanis come to the church and they fire everywhere and they kidnap somebody in the church, taking him all the way to Abuja. Where is the Christianity? Where is them? It is a very big slap to everybody. I wish Nigeria, one Nigeria, Christianity will wake up and understand that they have no leadership. Just like PDP and APC Nigeria Party, just like we don't have leadership in that place. That those people are Fulani slaves. All the governors, all the senators, all the House of Representatives, all the political party, PDP, APC, all these criminals, they are slaves of Fulanis. The same thing happened to the church. The church, Christianity, have no leadership in Nigeria. That is why they cannot open up and allow the whole world to know, the Christian world to know, that Nigeria is hell. That the Fulani is there to destroy the whole Christian, everybody, both Christian and non-Christian. Look at what will happen, because the DOS have given order about the cow, starting from April 7. Then the Fulani can go to the north, say the north is giving order as a counter. Fulani, are you not killing those people you say they are not? Fulani have killed the whole Hausa people. All the ethnic group in the north have been slaughtering every day by Fulanis. Fulani are not planting tomato. Fulani are not planting any food. It's only the middle belt are planting yam and other things, shifting to Kanu and other places. But today, Fulani are trying to align themselves to Hausas, to the north, because this order has given by the DOS. You see how Fulani are ruled. I wish the Christianity will understand what is coming to them. I support them back 100%, and any other man of God, because what make you to be a man of God is the way you speak and the way you act, and the truth you let people to know the truth, because the Bible said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." N'okwu Igbo ya sị na ị ga-amara eziokwu ahụ. Eziokwu ahụ ga-eme ka isi n'uru pụọ. All the people in Nigeria are slaves, but they don't know. They are talking of going to heaven. They don't know that the earth here is heaven and hell. Nigeria is the hell. If you come to oversee, you know that there is a heaven already on earth. Go to Europe, you see heaven. Go to America, you see heaven. Go to China, you see all the whole white people. There is heaven already here. Nobody have go to hell, heaven before or hell. The one they are talking after. The whole thing are here. If a country have a good government, everything will move you well. When you come out from school, you will get a job. When you get a job, you will pay salary. You collect your salary. If you need a car, they will give you loan to own car. If you need a house, if you can live for free house, they give you free house. Or you buy house. You enjoy your house, you marry wife, you tell your children. When you grow old, the pension will be paid to you until the day you die. And your children will continue from where you stop. That is how a country run. Nigeria has nothing. Nothing is going on in Nigeria. What is happening in Nigeria is criminality. Everybody in Nigeria is a thief, is a rogue, is a criminal. And that was what Fulani and British want. And they want to inject this criminality to everybody. That is why Nigeria is where it's going. So anybody expecting Nigeria to move forward, that in 1 million years Nigeria is going anywhere, the person is a fool, and it's a thief. Any pastor that is praying for one Nigeria is a criminal, is a thief. So many of them are criminals. They hold the Bible and they are saying another thing. That's the problem.
Thank you, Mark.
The religion, Christian religion and the Muslim religion in Nigeria are fed. They are not teaching the people the original thing. What happened to Sodom Gomorrah is already happened in Nigeria, even more worse than Sodom. Thank you, Mazi Johnathan. You're a great man. Chukwu Kabiyama will be your strength.
And you too.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you. I have inching closer towards the end of this program, honestly. I have a caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Thanks for holding on for 15 minutes.
Yes. Thank you, my brother Jonathan Chinedu. Yes, thank you, my brother. We are talking about political consciousness, and this is a very great topic. Again?
Go on. I didn't speak. Go on.
Oh, sorry. I thought you want to say something. So this is a very, very, very important, very, very crucial topic. It is because our people think that politicians are political conscious. That is far from the truth. Politicians are what you call stomach infrastructure scavengers and
criminals.
Criminals everywhere. Politicians. I said I coined this word, or at least I'm using it. They are politicians, not politicians. They're not politicking anything. So being a politician is not being political conscious. Being political conscious was when Mbono Ejike of blessed memory told Nnamdi, this Nigeria we are fighting for this Nigeria we want to build is not gonna be good for our people. These people cannot coexist. Their value system will not allow them to coexist with us as we want to coexist with them. But because this man was blind politically, just want to build Zik of Africa, project himself to the heavens. He didn't want to listen to Mbono Ejike. Political consciousness was when M.I. Opala of blessed memory was mapping out economic development of Eastern region that made Eastern region to have 9% growth rate, bigger than the whole of Europe and America of the time. That was political consciousness, because you know that population is growing, and how do you manage the population? You have to educate the population to make them productive. That was political consciousness. And then you come to Colonel Alexander Madebo. I beg his pardon because he's still alive by the grace of God. If I didn't give him the right rank, but he was one of the Biafran colonels in the Nigerian army during the slaughter of our people by the revenge coup of the Fulani. He saw the coup coming as an intelligent man, or maybe by his rank or position in the army. He saw the coup coming. He went to his brother JTU Johnson Thomas. He said, "My brother, these people are planning something big. We have to know how to save our neck." Instead of our brother listening to him, he made a caricature of him and exposed him to even to danger self, because he told him to come and tell the snakes what he told him in camera. So that was political consciousness by Colonel Madebo. And you see, Sam Onona Kambakwe, after the war, he went through the war. He knew what our people went through. He had made a private oath to himself not to eat our people's money, cut away our people's money. He was developing industries like there were no tomorrow, to give our people job and hope to stay on our own land and make a living. He was political conscious. He wasn't bothered about carrying billions and millions to Europe and America and God knows where else. And then what it is that our people in this day and age must be political conscious to know that the only thing that's going on for us to live as human beings in Nigeria is to restore Biafra. Forget any side talk, any side win, 2023, 2050, we don't care, we don't want your proxy presidency, we don't want. We just want our little Biafra, give us and go. We are bad, we are rotten, we are not good people. Good and fine. Good riddance, let us go. So what I'm saying, if Fulani wants to bring the food embargo on Biafra land, let them bring it on. Nothing is new under the sun. But we will tell them, the Fulani, that they will be the losers. Because the people, they are going to let their goods rot and they will not take it large with them. That is by the way. So what I'm saying, in conclusion, our Biafran and Nigerian clergymen should wake up, stand for the truth, stand for God, and stand for the people. Nigeria has become a very big crime scene. Support the disintegration of Nigeria for peace and tranquility and development to come to that place. Support the disintegration of Nigeria so that you will be able to practice your faith in your church or mosque or wherever you go, so that your people, say Biafrans, will be able to develop Biafra according to our values and pace, so that Oduduwa will be able to develop Oduduwa according to their value and their pace, and the middle belt will do the same, and Arawa will do the same. So our people must support the emergence, support IPOB, support ESN, support DOS, the leadership of this movement now. And while we are doing this, you are supporting our general in the front, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, my brother. Continue. You are doing very well. God bless you.
Bye-bye. You too. There we go. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Please, Mazi Johnathan, thank you so very much for such a wonderful quality your program.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program.
So much. My name, you've been calling from London. Jonathan, thank you for such a wonderful topic that you are there. Listen to your experience as well. You are in bringing this and life, education in your capacity, and we appreciate. And I will encourage every Nigerian black race to listen to you, because the message here is not just from people. The message is the message that African and this black community across the world. A message that can help them. Bringing it down to your topic, political conscience. Mazi, simplify it, because sometimes these grammars, sometimes it confuses our people, and try to break it down. Mazi, when you talk about consciousness in a simple text, you are referring to
Mazi, I hope you are not using earpiece.
Okay. Am I coming out clear?
That's why it's breaking. Sometimes he enter inside and come out.
I'm so sorry.
It's now very clear. Go on.
Perfect. Okay. So, like I said before, bringing down your topic down to our lowest level so that we will all be aware and follow what you are teaching. Political consciousness simply refers to an individual's ability to critically analyze the political, economic, and social forces shaping their society and their status in that territory. What it simply means is that you being awake, be alive, stop sleeping, wake up. You must know how your society is organized. You must know how they drive the car from point A to point B. You must know what is going on in your government. You must know who is leading you. You must know how much is the budget for the year. You must know what is going on within your society. Because our people are very comfortable people. They like comfort a lot. Once you give them comfort, they don't care about leadership. They don't care about political awareness. They just relax because they are highly self-centered people. So you are telling them how to be aware about what is going on, what is Fulani doing, and how you can get involved and liberate yourself. Mazi, consciousness means the condition of being mentally awake. To be awake, to know what is going on instead of you sleeping. Mazi, I will go further down and share some things with you. It's not just our people, and you might bring this in other subsequent topics. Our people should also be conscious about their social environment, their religious environment, and their economic environment. I wouldn't spend time on the other three I mentioned, but the biggest part of it is the religious environment. In Africa, they use that to manipulate them. You can imagine, the only word you hear from the vice president of Nigeria is always pray to God to bring solution to Nigeria. This is the only thing a man who has who is a legal luminary, who is a son, all he tells Nigeria is human being destroy intolerance. Number two, nature, good and reasonable. Nature's law govern the universe. Number three, happiness achieved if you live by nature's law. Number four, progress. Number five, liberty and freedom. This is the reason they are waking up, and that is why they have organized their society the way they are, and their society is having a human element. When Nnamdi Kanu came in early 2011, 11, 12, 13, he was on the radio 24/7 crying, bringing enlightenment to our people, telling our people to arise, Wake up that we are being swallowed by Fulanis. Wake up, you are being destroyed by Fulanis. They organize themselves and use Islam as an agenda to dominate you. Our people were sleeping. Now, the knowledge is everywhere. Because of people like Nnamdi Kanu, he has exposed everything about what is going on in Nigeria. And now, the enlightenment has penetrated among everyone. But even the blind is becoming enlightened in that space called Nigeria. The clergymen, people like Father Mbaka and the Moso, they are waking up. These are people that ordinarily will not wake up and join the forces. They are waking up. Now they are enlightened about what is going on. They are speaking out. But what I will advise our people to do is this. Let us all join hands together with these people. Let us join hands together with anybody that rises up against Nigeria. No matter what the person has done in the past, what for the fact is rising up against Nigeria, we will support the person, we will push that agenda, and we will join hands together to fight this demon called Nigerian state. Because Nigerian state is killing destinies of nationalities in that atmosphere. So anybody that rises up, we must protect them. In Radio Biafra, we must rise up and support them. We must call up everywhere to protect for the Mbaka, to protect for the Monso. Anywhere they go, we will put our torchlight on them, so that if anybody come against them, we will trust against them. For the fact they are speaking against the Fulanis, for the fact they are supporting our struggle, we will support them. We will work with them, and we will push that agenda forward until all of them join this struggle. Biafra will not come. But Mazi, trust me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done the biggest job nobody in Africa will ever anticipate to do. What is the job? He never had a bullet or nor a gun. The only thing he came with is the truth. And the truth, Mazi, they said, you cannot stop the light from shining. The sun that rises, you cannot stop it from shining. That is the truth. And the truth is penetrating across every facet. And all of us have embraced it. Before, we were not awake about what is going on within our Nigeria. We are focusing on our population. But today, we are all awake. And we are joining forces with everyone that loves freedom, with everyone that wants Biafra to be liberated. We are joining forces together to fight, to continue. When we say fight, we are not saying shooting and killing. No, we are saying fight, disseminating information, passing the truth across, lecturing our people, educating our people, and bringing the truth to them. Mazi, thank you so much for the good job you have done. I so much appreciate that. Thank you so much. Continue with the good job, and until I meet your way again tomorrow, God bless you today.
And remain blessed too. Thank you, Mazi Obinna. We must continue. I'm telling you, I think I have just one caller to pick before I close. Caller on what's up? Can you hear me? You be the last caller. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. How are you? And good evening to everyone, and you too.
Welcome to the
program. Yes, sir. My name's Marianne Hader. I'm calling from Maryland, United States. As usual, your topic today, very brilliant, very poignant, and very on point. That's why I've been calling, like I said, I wish I could get in. Thank you.
I know you're
so, what you were talking about, the awakening of our political consciousness, that is very much on point. You guys have been hammering, teaching this, but honestly, you need a lot to do. But it seems like some people are beginning to wake up from their conscious slumber. But for me, I want to add a little bit more to all these thought-provoking points you have made today. We should not just awaken our political consciousness. Let our consciousness be awoken in general. And I'm going to buttress this with the argument or the statement or the popular quotation by Rene Descartes. He said, I am because I think. You know, a lot of people think they're alive, but what makes them alive is when your consciousness is awake. And that is what you're teaching today. Even though you target political awakening of the political consciousness of man, I know that the totality of what you're saying is, let us be conscious. Let our consciousness be awoken in general. I believe that's what you're portraying. But it's just better to treat it segment by segment. Because our people need to be consciousness to be awake. That is why you're hammering, you guys are hammering, all of you on, Radio University, Biafra University. It's like you're pouring water on the stone because they are sleeping. Nnamdi has been saying this. You guys continue to say that. So my point today is to buttress on that point, that let our consciousness be awake so that we can be conscious and realize that life is not about food, it's about what legacy do I leave behind at the fullness of my time, because I am going to die just like every other person. So what happens after I left? Do I have a footprint? Good, positive footprint, of course, that mankind can remember, that will carry on my legacy. Because how much I made, I'm not going to continue because he already made those points. But it's not how much I acquired, it's how much I impacted lives. What are my footprints? What story are they going to tell? So I just want to say kudos and continue to train it. You guys are institutions. Each time I'm able to call, I continue to say this. And it's true. It's a statement of truth. You guys are institutions. And continue to do the good work. Some of us are praying for you privately. And I believe somebody like me, I'm not a religious person, but I believe that you can speak to nature, you can call it prayer, whatever. Nature hears. They hear. So religion, that's another hammer you guys have to continue to hammer, because religion, I don't care whether it's Muslim or Christianity, it has always been for conquest. Let me go and look back. They bring the religion to pacify you while they continue to, enslave you. That's what the slave masters did. That's what your Fulanis have mastered. That's what they're using. So that's why we have to be conscious of every ramification, and may God continue to open our eyes through people like you. These thought-provoking teachings you guys have been hammering. That's all I wanted to bring, just to bring in my own comment. God bless you. Have a wonderful night.
There will. Thank you, Wada. There will. Remain blessed. Let me pick this call. It will be the last call on direct line before I call it a quit. Call on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line, please stop listening to your phone. Talk to me. Can you hear me? Please switch off your radio, your listening device, please. Please, I'm still waiting. Can you hear me? My goodness me. Caller, you are listening to your radio. Talk to me through your phone. I know you might be a first caller, I don't know. My goodness me. You are killing your I don't know, your airtime. Caller, once again, are you there? No, I cannot continue with this, please. He called me and is listening to his device or her device. This is where I'm going to switch off the phones, please. Many people called and some couldn't get in. I see it. I have 1,484 missed calls. But tomorrow is another day. What we are preaching here is to make sure that we are mentally prepared, physically, mentally prepared in order to enter into our new nation. That is the only thing. I've been saying this. A physical revolution without mental revolution is just like +1 - 1. It's the same thing, 0. It can nothing. It can go nowhere. Before you engage on a successful physical revolution, you must first of all go into or pass through radical mental revolution. And that is what we are doing here. In order for people to start thinking, reasoning in another way. When you hear about political consciousness, some people, the problem is this: language. Language. That is why our leaders say that once Biafra is restored, we will go back to using our languages in order to make our laws, so that no person can use. What we will do, oh Chineke, is a big, monstrous work, honestly, because we will go back to the base. Igbo language, for example, hardly have replacements or introduction of new words, because new words come every blessed year in every language, and they put it, experts, masters of the language, they insert it in the language. But Igbo language, no way. If not for this awakening, where will we have been? The other day, even, I'm talking of Igbo language. What of Ijaw language? Our brother told us, an Ijaw Biafran that called here, which I asked him, is it true that some Ijaw family, some Ijaw people born in Ijaw land and grew up in Ijaw land, they don't even speak fluent Ijaw language? He says it's true. It's true. And the people think that it's a good thing. We have been hearing, if you want to speak pidgin English, worry. Their mouth will be going like a AK-49. Pidgin English, now your language. Is it your language? Can you speak your own language like that? When they hear me speak, maybe I call random. They laugh. Say, look at this Igbo accent. Yes, it's who I am. That is my identity. I am proud of it. It doesn't matter. I call random. That is not. It doesn't matter. When you take pride in projecting foreign things, it shows that you are, you are so low. You understand me? So, what we are bringing here is all those things that you think that it doesn't matter. All those things, you think all these things doesn't matter. All those things you call big things, you don't know that they are killing you. They are nothing. You understand me? Political consciousness is the ability to be conscious, to be aware of your environment, your surrounding. God created you and put you in this planet Earth, and you don't take care of it. If you are God, how will you call the person? Imagine you have a child and you left a house or an apartment for him and travel for a week. When you came back, there is everything, washing machine, everything is there for him to do the whole thing. Every gadget, every money is no problem. Now when you came back, you see everywhere unkempt. Dishes are not done, nothing. Everywhere is smelling. How will you feel? God has put us here on earth in order to build it to our taste. And all they are deceiving you with is another, don't worry, here, another place in faraway space that is paradise. Why don't you at least ask why don't you better the place you see first? That is how they start. For a start, our people are not conscious politically. What does it mean? They calculate everything, they see it just they match it to their immediate stomach, how they will gain. Oh, it doesn't concern me because it doesn't touch me directly. Oh, how can we do nothing? Just God will do it, even if the thing costs 10,000 per liter. Don't worry, God will do it. Believe in God. That is pure stupidity, because that character is what the slave masters in America, they brainwash their slaves, the black slaves, with that. Once they convert them to Christianity, they brainwash them. Take any shit that as far as do it so that you be a good person to go to heaven. Do not rebel against your master. Slaves, obey your master. And her question in Onodia, say okay for them to be good people. Instead, he will mama their master so that and now commit the atrocity so that they will be tired. Yes, you'll be killed. But that is revolt. That is how Haitians revolted. Haitian slaves revolted and conquered the almighty French army. Do you understand? Sometimes we need to think. When we learn how to act in a cooperative way, not only gathering to as church, you can gather from there, you raise topics. That is why we always hammer the clerics, the Dadigios. Instead of telling them the truth that look, your government, you should hold them accountable. I never had any preacher that is preaching to the congregation to hold the government accountable. I never see, I never hear. Instead, they preach to them, hold God accountable. You can do 40 days, even if Nigeria is stone. God will give you the audacity, the enzyme to swallow and digest it. Do you see that? What is that? That is why we are crying. If people are standing as they are doing now, telling people that there is a problem in this country, we cannot solve it by praying. No. The government should be people. These people you call politicians. They are human beings like you that is standing here, coming to cry for me every day for help. Why not rise up? Because they are using your ignorance. They are benefiting from your ignorance. They are benefiting from your docility because they feel that, oh, you can't do nothing. Why not rise up against them? Let there be chaos. Let there be revolution so that these people will change. Either you kill them or they change. That is the preaching that's supposed to be there. But thank God they are rising up. And we encourage more. Because, do you know, if only Father Mbaka say it, others keep quiet. DSS, they will invite Father Mbaka only. Others will just have the usual disease. Now, don't talk. You will see politics, because I know all this. When we hammer all this, clerics, reverend fathers, and bishops that have crowds. Sometimes we also consider the pressure they receive from the politicians, because they receive calls, threats, everything. from the politicians that are gaining from the status quo. Don't wangle into politics. What do they mean by don't wangle into politics? When people come to you every time to ask for help, my child, I went to hospital, he is sick. They tell me to bring 10,000 naira deposit I don't have. Father, help me. But so you want to bring the lasting solution. Say it out. People tell you, don't enter his politics. Don't enter. Is this not stupidity, please? You are bearing the direct brunt, seeing what is happening. And there is solution to that. Not a temporary solution. Permanent solution is to open people's eyes so that instead that thing that will happen tomorrow, let it happen today. I am sick and tired of people coming to disturb every time. I'm giving people. What is it? People should rise up. People that are making you to be poor. People, they are these politicians. Go after them. Is there anything wrong in it? Just tell me. Is there anything? They'll tell you, no, don't go into politics. Politics is, without politics, you cannot even come out to go to your trading. You don't know. I don't know why how our people are so docile in thinking. It is the policies that are being made controls your movement. That is why they say, if they say tomorrow is public holiday, you don't come to the public holiday. You don't go to work. It is politics. It is them that decide. It is so you should be aware of how policies are made that because it affects your life. Do you understand? It affects your life. If they come to market today and say from tomorrow people should be paying 150 naira every day instead of 100 naira, does it not affect you? Don't you have the right to ask questions and say why? Is it meddling into politics? That is, everybody should be politically conscious. Do you understand me? And stop allowing them to use religion to deceive you. Any place you go, any church, let me tell you, any church you go now, they start telling you that who God responsible for your problems. That the problem in this country is only God can solve it. You can't do nothing, only wait and pray and you will receive your miracle. Shout to the pastor, say you a liar. Don't go to that church again. That is how it is done. Do you understand me? Don't go. Tell him you are a liar. We are human beings in order to exercise change, in order to put change in place, because that is why we are human beings. Not only to eat, go and look for gather from hand to mouth. It makes you like you are just like an animal. There is no difference between you and chicken. That every morning he comes out and feed every minute you see chicken feeding. Everything going into his gizzard. Do you understand? It's the same thing. You in the morning you go to market, in the evening you sell, you come back. You don't know what is happening. How can you contribute into making changes? How can I contribute into forcing the governor of Abia State to build Aba? It becomes a topic in the market. That is how politically conscious people reason. Not a man Jackery only. I'm sorry, calling is our man, please. It's not a bad thing. But all here, do you understand me? In a marketplace, in your show, now you raise the topic. How do we force these people that are governors? How do we rise up? How do we do something in order to force these people, in order to build infrastructures for us? Even in your marketplace, it becomes a discourse. That is the mindset of a politically conscious human being. You are made to make changes that should be favorable for you people. When I say you, as a human being, you understand me? If it is to plant tree, you plant tree. When you cut one tree, you plant 4. Because you are doing it so that, look at in our land today. I think this okwa that God bless us is no more plenty as before. Okwa, breadfruit we call it. Why people cannot plant trees free of charge? I told you a story of a couple that planted a forest in a desert for 50 years. They were working, doing it, because these are advanced Homo sapiens. You can be one. You can make a project, raise a project, even in your community. Let us be planting trees, against this erosion, this and that. You make it even economic trees in places. Okwa, these different things. That in the next 10 years, 20 years, the tree will, it will become something good. Let it be a project. Not only moving from place to place. No. Being called. Even in the villages. Instead of destroying our environments. This is one of being politically conscious. When you are aware of your environment, when you are aware that, look, this erosion that is killing us all the time, we can do something by planting some trees on the pathway. We can do something. That's it. When you travel to developed countries, with the way it didn't fall from heaven. It's human being that did it. It's them that they do it. I'm telling you, as I say, bring 10 white people, Europeans, say, come and take charge of Abia State. In the next 5 years, you come to Aba, people will start running back to Aba. They will build it, and you will not remember you will not recognize that it is Aba again. Do you understand me? I was shocked. The whole interview of the impostor. He talk about natural resources, how to get money, this and that. He never, ever talk about human resources. There I gave up direct. He never talk on how to develop human capacity, humans that are teeming in Nigeria, wasting talents. He never talk about how, look at the efforts we are making in order to harness the human resources or develop it to our advantage. What they do, oil, crude oil, the price. If the price cannot augment, now we go to China, borrow. I say, what? These people, they are putting us into stone age. I'm telling you honestly. If we don't run away from Nigeria, this caliphate, they are putting everybody into the stone age. They don't know anything about development of human resources. Encouraging people in order to unleash their talents. Instead, Nigeria killed your talents. Now, that is it. Instead of encouraging people to manufacture things, to research and production, because of University of UNN was used during by Biafrans in order to do research and development. Now they have to destroy many curriculum, stop it from going in UNN today. And you are telling me that this is a country that we should be. A country that when they see your talent, they kill that talent, kill you. All they care for is, okay, drill oil, money will flow. Now if they will go to China, bring their people to come and build rail. Whereas Thomas Sankara in 1989, he built 700-kilometer rail line locally built by his people. They were only 10% illiterate, 90% illiterate. He met the Burkina people in 1983. Go and make your researches. He never invited the French or Chinese or Americans to come and build it for them. People, the local people, build the railway lines by themselves. 1983. Do you see how an enlightened mindset can act? Do you see it? But look at them in Nigeria. What Thomas Sankara achieved in 1983, Nigeria can never achieve it today. All that matters to them is go and import Chinese, bring loan so that they will take only 1/10 of that loan, do something. The 9/10, they will still all. Because Britain, they have succeeded in creating their complete stooges, agents. All of them that are working. Before you go further as a politician in Nigeria, they must introduce you, present you, and you become an agent of British or one European or Western country. So that when you enter power, you are not going to do the bidding of the people. All that matters for you is to keep the unity of Nigeria. You are manipulators, you are handlers. Foreign handlers will be telling you what to do. If you want to take a good brain for Minister for Technology, they will tell you, say, no, stop. We have our man, go and meet this person. He will recommend one person for you. Put it as your minister. They are running Nigeria. Nigeria is not a country. People don't understand what we are in. Your place is a human catastrophe before God and man. Only if you can understand. This is where I'm going to stop. Biafra is our religion. It is our identity. We have no other identity except Biafra. Therefore, we must continue preaching this gospel. It doesn't matter. From me, from here, it is simply good evening.
Thank you.